Hello and welcome to my video where we are going to establish who is the best Intercontinental Champion on the WWE 2K24 roster. Starting with this man, who is now no longer on the WWE roster full stop, but he's still on the game's roster. Ricochet. Ricochet, of course, has recently at All In shown up at AEW and is scheduled this coming Wednesday to challenge for the International Championship against Will Ospreay at the 5th anniversary of Dynamite. But he is also a former WWE Intercontinental Champion. Now, let me talk a little bit about the format of this video. There are 48 former or even current WWE Intercontinental Champions on this game, as far as I can tell. Do let me know in the comments if, once you've seen all 48, if I've missed anyone. But I'm fairly sure I went through the entire title history and cross-referenced it against, like, you know, the game roster. I think there's 48. So we're doing 8 six-man battle royals to start with. And here's the next one. Ravishing Rick Rude. But yeah, we're going to do 8 six-man battle royals as like a qualifying process. Then the 8 winners will go into a single elimination tournament. So they'll go into the quarterfinals. Again, by the way, these battle royals randomly drawn. The quarterfinals will also be random, so will the semi-finals, and obviously the final will just be the 2 winners. But yeah, we're going to crown ourselves one Intercontinental Champion. Will it be Rick Rude? Obviously a former champion. And another one. He's got the head of the table graphics. That's interesting. Yeah. Roman Reigns turning the clock back to when he was Intercontinental Champion for officially recognized 62 days back in 2017. Maybe tipping over into 2018, early 2018. While we're talking stats, Ricochet also with 1 reign, which lasted 98 days, so a more successful Intercontinental Champion than Roman Reigns. Back in 2022. And where's Rick Rude? There's Rick Rude. Won the title at WrestleMania 5 for his only reign. So all 3 featured so far have only had 1 reign. Rick Rude's 147 officially recognized days. So of the 3 so far, Rick Rude's the most successful. Roman Reigns the least successful, at least in terms of the Intercontinental Championship. There is a somewhat significant argument to be made that Roman Reigns is the most successful of the 3, but not in terms of the IC title. 1 short reign, just a couple of months long. There's no one there to fist you, Roman. It's kind of awkward, just one person doing that. Like, where's my friends? But yeah, I decided not to use the current day head of the table Roman Reigns because that guy, like, look, if there's no option, I'll just use the current or the one that's on the game. But if there's options, I'll use the most accurate one. Speaking of which, this man went into WrestleMania 6 as the Intercontinental Champion and put it on the line against Hulk Hogan and won the WWF title, becoming a double champion very briefly. He's a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Both of his reigns began at SummerSlam, successive SummerSlams, 1988 and 1989, and both lasted an officially recognized 215 days. That's kind of crazy, actually. And didn't Ultimate Warrior beat Rick Rude for one of them? Hang on, let's see if that timing lines up. Rick Rude, April 1989, 147 days. To August 1989. I think that lines up. I think Warrior beat Honky Tonk Man the first time and Rick Rude the second time. Oh, now this man is hang on, he's spread out a little bit throughout the list because the list is stupid in terms of how it alphabetizes. I think he's a 4-time Intercontinental Champion. One of his reigns was literally unifying the belt with his world title and then retiring it. So that reign lasted less than a day, but no one beat him for it. Also has a reign back in 2001 that lasted 6 days, officially recognised. And then another reign in 2001 that lasted 33 days, so no long reigns. His first reign, back when I believe he was still known as Hunter Hearst Helmsley officially, 114 days, so a lot better, but still not that long, back in 1996. Of course, that classic ladder match with The Rock over the Intercontinental Championship was part of that reign. Or was it? Actually, no, it might not have been. That might have been part of The Rock's reign and Triple H was unsuccessful in challenging. Not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments if you remember that off the top of your head. Yeah, no, I don't think it was, because The Rock didn't debut until 1997 when Austin would have lost the title by then. Or did he debut in November 1996? Which Survivor Series did The Rock debut at? Wow, my memory is letting me down. Answer any of these questions in the comments. It'd be greatly appreciated. But yeah, we've gone with long-haired Triple H because short-haired Triple H has never held the Intercontinental Championship. So we went with long hair. I figured this was the most accurate one. This is from like way after his Intercontinental title reigns, but it's the closest one, so we went with it. Okay. Oh, wow. There's your shield, buddy, Reigns. Stick your fist out now. So, yes. Former 2-time Intercontinental Champion, Seth Rollins. I watched him win one of his Intercontinental titles live at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. Great start to the show. Shame it didn't continue like that. But his other reign later that same year, it started at SummerSlam. So his first reign lasted 71 days, and then his second reign 119. And I think that's 6, right? Ricochet, Roman Reigns, Rick Rude, all the R's. Someone, Triple H and Seth Rollins. Oh my god, my memory's terrible. Who was the 4th entrant? Of course, using this version of Seth Rollins because it's the closest to the correct one again. I still didn't see who it was. Oh, Ultimate Warrior. Oh, I don't feel too bad about forgetting him now. So, some classic versions of some, quite frankly, legendary WWE superstars. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, not Seth freaking Rollins, in fact, Triple H. And we've also joined, yeah, with Rick Rude dropping Triple H with a DDT. Look at this, this is carnage. So it's an over-the-top rope elimination battle royal. Oof, and every man for himself. Only one man will go through into the tournament proper. It's crazy to think that the tournament is gonna not feature 5 of these 6. To be perfectly honest, like that is a crazy thing to think about. Triple H and Ultimate Warrior tie up. They've got history. Warrior standing straight up from the pedigree, of course, at WrestleMania. Now look at this, Seth Rollins and Rick Rude going at it in the corner. Who wouldn't love to see that match between those two in their primes, their respective primes? Now look at this, Reigns trying to eliminate Rollins. Rollins says, nope, absolutely not, and gets back into the ring. Now Rude grabs Reigns. Oh, Reigns reverses the whip. Now Rollins has got hold of Reigns, reverse DDT. Now Ultimate Warrior is going after Ricochet, and Rollins goes after Triple H. Again, 2 men with a lot of history. A lot of animosity between those two. And also, Triple H and Reigns. And then you've got Rick Rude and Ultimate Warrior. They've got their history as well. Also fought over the WWF title. Oh, atomic drop to Rick Rude. Rollins sends Triple H into the corner. Ultimate Warrior grabs Rollins though. This is chaos. Look at this. Big, powerful, delayed vertical suplex by Warrior to Rollins. And Reigns has him up. Ricochet and Rick Rude going at it. Snake Eyes for Warrior. Hurricane Rana from Ricochet. And now goes after Triple H. Look at this. Oh my god. Head scissors takeover. And Reigns brings Warrior out of the corner the hard way. And Rollins grabs Ricochet, scoops him up, drops down behind. Falling reverse DDT. Triple H and Reigns going at it. Just like one of the worst WrestleMania main events in history. Now Triple H trying to eliminate Reigns. Ricochet trying to eliminate Warrior. Rollins and Rude battling it out on the other side of the ring. And all men are free from elimination attempts. Oh, Snake Eyes to Ricochet by Ultimate Warrior, who now goes after Triple H. Triple H has the most history with different guys in here. Former co-conspirator in D-Generation X briefly with Rick Rude as well. But that shouldn't be too surprising considering he's had, by some distance, the longest WWE career of all the men in the ring so far anyway. Oof. Ricochet going after the arm of Triple H. Take away someone's arm, it's going to be harder to hoist someone up and over the top rope, right? Now what's Reigns got in mind for Warrior here? Runs in, clotheslines him out. Ultimate Warrior is the first man eliminated from this entire video. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Oof, big forearm to Ricochet by Roman Reigns. And now, belly to back. Oh, into a powerbomb type move. Oh, and then Triple H hit Reigns, and then Rick Rude ran through Triple H. Look at Rick Rude's tights, by the way. Very appropriate. Got the Intercontinental title on his crotch. Oh, Roman Reigns just punched upside down Triple H before Rick Rude dropped him with the pile driver. That was a bit rude. Oh, as we watch Warrior run off on the end, Seth Rollins might have been thinking pedigree, but no, hoisted Ricochet up and then gets countered into a Hurricane Rana. Rick Rude trying to eliminate Triple H. I'd say how crazy would it be if Triple H doesn't go through, but honestly, like, there's going to be some crazy names eliminated anyway just because of the format. And because it's randomly drawn, we could see some, like, quite an unusual name or two in the 8-man official tournament. Now Ricochet standing tall. Reigns gets up. Ricochet goes after him. Look at this. Great performance by Ricochet so far. In there with a bunch of real bona fide main eventers and a bunch of much bigger men. And yet Ricochet holding his own so far, although at the moment he's not doing so great. Rude trying to eliminate Rollins in one corner. Reigns and Triple H fighting in another. Oh, Triple H holds on. And Reigns eliminates him. And then Rick Rude eliminates Roman Reigns. What is going on? And then Seth Rollins eliminates Rick Rude. Wow, that was quick succession. Oh, and then Ricochet runs into the drop kick by Seth Rollins. All of a sudden, I thought this match was going to go super long. All of a sudden, 4 rapid eliminations. Wait, no. 3 rapid eliminations and 1 a bit earlier of Warrior. And all of a sudden, we're down to these 2. And one of them, Seth Rollins or Ricochet, someone wearing black and gold. Shout out NXT. Both men did come through NXT on their way to the main WWE roster. But yeah, one of these 2 men will enter the tournament. You could say the tournament's already started and this is just to get to the quarterfinals, but I think having Battle Royal qualifiers and then having the tournament proper be the singles matches is probably the way to view this. Ricochet eliminated by Seth Rollins. So, Seth Rollins advances to the tournament. And this video is going to be long as it is, so let's get the show on the road, shall we? Alright, second match. Starting with JBL. Who, of course, I think it was his only reign as Intercontinental Champion. Let me just fact check myself a little bit here. Let's have a look. Yep, just the one. Won it on an episode of Raw in March 2009 and lost it in really quick fashion to Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, and then quit and retired thereafter in one of the in a very fun way to retire a character such as JBL. I don't think he's had an official match since either. Like, he's obviously come back as a commentator, he's turned up in TNA and GCW and all sorts of crazy stuff at the moment, but yeah, I think he's actually stuck to his retirement. So, kudos to him for that, I guess. Not popular with the fans, not at all. Right, who else is going to be in this Battle Royal? Oh, throws his hat on the camera. It's a good little detail. Okay, let's get his first opponent out here. Oh, this man's got something to prove. He only just lost the Intercontinental Championship last Monday after a relatively short reign, to be honest. Like, he was not Intercontinental Champion for as long as a lot of people, myself included, thought he would be. 51 days, winning it at SummerSlam this year on the second time of asking from Sami Zayn. And then losing it last Monday to Jey Uso, which I personally didn't see coming. So, this is actually his first opportunity to bounce back from that. So, how will Bron Breakker take that defeat? He could come back better and more determined than ever, or he could kind of crumble. Because I think a lot of people, myself included, and Bron Breakker included, probably expected Bron to hold the title for a good while. Like, I think a lot of people could have definitely seen him defending the title at WrestleMania next year, for example. And he still could, but, I mean, on the same reign. Oh my god. So here's the man that Sami Zayn, that Bron Breakker won the title from. But that's not Sami Zayn's only Intercontinental Championship reign. Sami Zayn is in fact a four-time Intercontinental Champion. First one won back in 2020 in a 3-on-1 handicap match against Braun Strowman. Nice and legit. Then went home because of COVID, and then came back claiming to be the true Intercontinental Champion, as he never lost the title, and they crowned a new champion. And he won the triple threat ladder match against AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy to become the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. And then fast forward about a year and a half, February 2022. He won the title on SmackDown, and then most recently at WrestleMania 40. Winning the title from Gunther, of course, ending his record-setting reign. Anyway, AJ Styles is here as well as a former one-time Intercontinental Champion. 71 officially recognized days from June 2020. Funnily enough, winning the tournament for the vacant title vacated by Sami Zayn. But then losing it, I believe, to Jeff Hardy before the aforementioned triple threat match. Yeah. Yeah, he did. He lost it to Jeff Hardy, and then they had that triple threat ladder match. That's the sequence of events. Yeah, the phenomenal one. I have a feeling the more of these themed videos I do, of like accomplishments or history or whatever, AJ Styles is going to be in so many of them. That man's done pretty much everything, let's be real. And lives up to his nickname. The phenomenal one. Apollo! Also a one-time, I believe, Intercontinental Champion. Let's just quickly fact-check that. Yeah, winning it at WrestleMania 37 on night 2 in the Nigerian drum fight. Was that where, oh, what was his name? Big tall guy. Commander Aziz. Was that where he debuted? I think that's where he debuted, right? He won it from Big E, if I remember correctly. Now currently in a tag team on SmackDown with Baron Corbin. Held the title for 123 officially recognized days, by the way, which is longer than AJ Styles in his single reign. So, pretty good going. Pretty good going. What's that, like 4 months roughly? And oh my god, this is genuinely random, by the way, guys. Like, I genuinely just hit random and then pick either who it lands on if they're a former Intercontinental Champion, or whoever's closest to who it lands on. And we've managed to get Bron Breakker, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso into the same match. That's crazy. Just like getting Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins in the same match is kind of crazy too. So the current champion, the title not on the line here, by the way. I managed to do that by accident in a recent AEW Fight Forever match simulation video. I accidentally put the title on the line. But no, in this one, this title is definitely not on the line. But Jey Uso, coming up on a week into his reign, has the opportunity to prove himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion on this entire game. And I think most people's picks for best Intercontinental Champion of all time are probably on this game. So, yeah, he'd have a good claim to be the greatest of all time if he wins this tournament. Certain portions of the crowd are into it, other portions not so much. So yes, of course, Jey Uso winning this title last week on Raw, which, by the way, is why all these qualifying matches are taking place on Raw. It's the last place the Intercontinental title changed hands. Seemed appropriate. Seemed appropriate. I might do the entire video in the Raw arena, to be honest. Anyway, JBL and Sami Zayn lock up, and Sami Zayn eats a backbreaker. AJ Styles takes down Jey Uso. Meanwhile, Bron Breakker trying to eliminate Apollo Crews already. Trying to make a statement, getting a quick elimination here. DDT to Styles by Uso. And now look at this. Jey Uso locks eyes with Bron Breakker, knocks him back into the grasp of Apollo. But then Apollo actually gives up the grasp and lets Jey Uso have Breakker, who just tried to eliminate... Jey Uso just tried to eliminate Breakker, but AJ Styles got in the way. That would have been interesting, to say the least, had Jey Uso quickly eliminated Bron Breakker there. So, of course, we've got the history with those three. We've got the history with Styles and Sami Zayn over the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, reverse DDT to JBL by Bron Breakker. Now, AJ Styles going to work on Jey Uso's arm, while JBL takes Bron Breakker for a walk. Uh-oh. Tries to kick him over the top rope. Breakker ducks underneath. Apollo, oh, tried a standing shooting star, but Jey Uso gets the knees up. Falling reverse DDT by Breakker there. And now look at this snap suplex by Sami Zayn to AJ Styles. And now goes after Bron Breakker. Sami Zayn wants revenge for Breakker taking his Intercontinental Championship. And now look at this. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. There's no friends in this tournament. Even though those two will be friends after this match and this tournament concludes. I have no doubt about it. Jey Uso not feeling very usy right now. He's slowly stirring. Now, AJ Styles going after the knee of Sami Zayn. Now turning his attention to Braun Breaker. Lots of people seem to want the scalp of Braun Breaker in this match, which is testament to how dangerous he is perceived to be in this entire tournament. Oh, JBL eliminated by Sami Zayn. Clotheslined over the top. Kind of from out of nowhere, honestly. Oh, look at the strength of Apollo. Watch out the way, Sammy. We can't see. Gorilla press and then a standing moonsault. Impressive athleticism as well. Blue Thunderbomb to AJ Styles as well. Oh, step up enziguri by Jey Uso to Apollo Crews though. Great counter. And now look at Zayn and Breaker going at it again. Meanwhile, Jey Uso and Apollo Crews going at it. And Sami Zayn just rescued Jey Uso. Maybe a little bit of the we can fight each other, but I'm not letting anyone else fight you. Oh, look at that by Sami Zayn. The exploder suplex over the top. Apollo Crews eliminated and Jey Uso's just eliminated AJ. And look at the three we're left with. This is crazy. As if we're left with these three. Absolutely wild. Oh, shoulder tackle to Zayn by Braun Breaker. Now going after Jey Uso. Oh, gutbuster. Now Sami Zayn comes over and look at Braun Breaker absolutely dominating this match since it came down to 3. Running into the corner, squishes Jey Uso with the knee in the corner. Uh-oh, spine buster. Now, Breaker up to the top. Dangerous place to be. Oh, and Jey Uso saw the splash coming. Trying for a splash on Jey Uso as well. Was that an attempt at adding insult to injury? Quite possibly. Now Zayn with Breaker up, electric chair. Oh, spins him round, powerbomb. But then Jey Uso knocks Sami Zayn down with the basement dropkick as he's getting up. Every man for himself in this one. Step up enziguri. Zayn grabs Jey from behind. Got him up against the ropes. That's not where you want to be. Zayn trying to eliminate Jey here. Current Intercontinental Champion in jeopardy. Oh, back elbow though. And a spear by Breaker to Zayn. After he stumbled away from Jey Uso off the elbow. And Breaker eliminates Sami Zayn. So now we've got a rematch from last week's Raw, where Jey Uso beat Braun Breaker to become the Intercontinental Champion and a singles champion for the first time in his career. Can he also win this Battle Royal to go on to the tournament to maybe be crowned the best Intercontinental Champion on the game? Big diving elbow off the top rope. And Uso going up top again. Let me show you how to do a splash, he says, but Breaker moves out the way of Uso's splash this time. Running shoulder tackle. Uh-oh, the straps are coming down now. Braun Breaker, all business. Wait, is he thinking Steiner recliner? He absolutely is. You can't win by submission here, but you can wear your opponent down. And look at the pressure on Jey Uso's lower back. Good luck lifting someone over the top rope if your lower back's in agony. Like, everything about lifting requires your back to be in good condition. Jey Uso tried to elbow drop into the back of Braun Breaker, but ended up slamming himself on his back. Uh-oh. Breaker, though, over the top. And Jey Uso wins. The current Intercontinental Champion advances. Getting one over on Breaker again. Second week in a row. Oh, and he's feeling it in that midsection. But he advances. Okay, next Battle Royal. Let's go. All right, third Battle Royal of 8. Okay. Carlito, former Intercontinental Champion, of course. Let me just get me fact sheet up. Let's have a look. Carlito is a former one-time Intercontinental Champion, having won the title on Raw back in 2005. For an officially recognized 90 days. So, there you go. I'd say Carlito more heavily associated with the other Mid-card championship, the US championship. But, yeah, definitely a former IC champion and deserves his spot on this video. What was that weird little noise at the end of his music then? Oh my god. Okay. So, Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course, won the Intercontinental Championship in a match in which he broke it. He had his neck broken by a pile driver by Owen Hart. One of 2 reigns he had, because he returned from that injury and won it again at Survivor Series that same year. Now, according to Wikipedia, WWE recognises his title reign as 63 days, but his actual reign was 36. Which is interesting to say the least. But his second reign from Survivor Series was only 28 days. So a couple of short reigns for Austin, but he was on to bigger and better things. But, you know, after that, he was, world champion at the next WrestleMania? You know, like that's how quickly he moved on to bigger and better things. Oh, yeah, Latino Heat. Eddie Guerrero, also a former 2-time Intercontinental Champion, winning one of his titles on Raw in 2000, September 2000. In a triple threat match for an officially recognised 79 days, and his second title reign was in 2002, starting at Backlash 2002. And fun fact, Eddie Guerrero was the first WWE Intercontinental Champion and the last WWF Intercontinental Champion, as the renaming of the WWF to the WWE on May 6, 2002 fell during Eddie's second title reign with the Intercontinental title. So there's a fun little tidbit for you. The first ever WWE Intercontinental Champion, Eddie Guerrero. And I associate Intercontinental Champion Eddie Guerrero with dark hair, mullet Eddie Guerrero. That's why this version of Eddie is in this match. And I associate short hair, frosted tips Eddie Guerrero with the WWE Championship. So that's why it's this one. Certainly his first reign, he looked more like this version. Okay, out next, British Bulldog, who of course won the Intercontinental Championship in that legendary SummerSlam 1992 main event in England, at Wembley Stadium, from Bret Hart. Held the title for 58 officially recognised days. Only a one-time Intercontinental Champion. Obviously went on to hold the European Championship as well, and I think maybe the Hardcore Championship, and definitely the tag titles. So everything except the world title. And he was in the world title picture a few times. I've just done a watch along on WWE Baszler, link in the description, of Unforgiven 1999, in which the British Bulldog is in the main event for the WWF Championship. So yeah, quite successful career outside of the Intercontinental Championship, I think it's fair to say. But only one reign of 58 days with the actual IC title, which surprises me. I thought his reign would have been longer. Based on how historic the actual win was, I would have assumed it was a longer reign. Oh my god, okay. And here's the man he won it from in Wembley. That's kind of crazy, right? Again, random, complete randomness. But we keep throwing up these great little clashes. Let's not forget the fact that we're just about to see Bret Hart and Stone Cold in the same Battle Royale, and they've got plenty of history of animosity between the two. So, yeah, I'm here for this Battle Royale. All these Battle Royals are throwing up some great little matchups. So Bret Hart, only a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. I thought it was more than that. But his first reign was officially recognised at 143 days, and his second at 145. And he won one at SummerSlam 91. And then lost it. And then won it back at WrestleMania 1992 for another 145 days. So, like, best of that, like, year period, he was the champion more often than he wasn't. And then obviously moved on to the WWF title. Now, look at this blue chipper, Randy Orton. And Randy Orton won the IC title back in 2003, sorry, right near the end, actually. Held the title for a lot of 2004, though, at Armageddon in December 2003, for his only title reign. And this is the closest Randy Orton that's on the game. There is no Evolution Randy Orton, unfortunately. No Legend Killer Randy Orton on this game. So we're going with this one, guys. And look at Austin and Hart going at it straight away. Clubbing blow from Austin. Takes down Bret Hart. Eddie Guerrero and Carlito. That would have been a fun match. Peak versus Peak. Oh my god, look at the strength of Bulldog. He's overhead pressing Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's absolutely insane. Overhead suplex. Eddie Guerrero and Bret Hart. Oh my god. Did that ever happen? I don't think it would have, you know. And that's an insane shame. Eddie Guerrero and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That quite possibly could have happened at some point. I'm not sure if it ever did. Like, I know Eddie and The Rock did. Oh, Bulldog's out. Carlito just eliminated Bulldog. Unceremoniously. That was a quick elimination. Now, Bret Hart and Carlito pairing off. Austin going after the Legend... Well, you could say the Legend Killer's going after Austin. But this version of Austin wasn't a legend just yet. And this version of Randy Orton wasn't a Legend Killer just yet. Spinebuster. And then Austin goes after Carlito with the Bulldog. Meanwhile, Bret Hart stomping away. Look at this. Stomping a mud hole while Austin watches. Thesz press. How dare you steal my thing, says Bret Hart. While Eddie Guerrero tries to recover in the corner, and so does Orton. Oh, that won't help. That won't help Eddie Guerrero recover. Or maybe it does, because there's a belly-to-back suplex by Eddie Guerrero. DDT to Carlito by Randy Orton. Now belly-to-back suplex on Bret Hart. No, he punches his way out of it. Great little counter there. Now going to take Bret into the corner. Austin grabs Guerrero. Orton's trying to eliminate Bret Hart. Carlito's going to try and eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, he's not. He got bored. He turned his back, and there's a crucifix driver by Bret Hart. Now Guerrero's got Hart. Nope. Hart's fighting free. And Carlito goes back after Bret. And eats a jawbreaker. Oh! Eddie just tried to eliminate Austin and got eliminated himself. That's 2 down. 4 to go. Well, 3 to go. Then the one left will be the winner, I guess. 3 eliminations to go. Now, Austin would love nothing more than to eliminate Bret Hart, but Hart fights away from the ropes. Oh, Orton sends him out onto the apron, though, and Austin says, no, if anyone's going to eliminate Bret, I am. Spinebuster to Randy Orton. Scoop slam by Carlito. Oh, my God. A Thesz press to Steve Austin. The absolute barefaced cheek of Carlito? Who the hell's Carlito? Carlito. Beautiful butterfly suplex there to Austin as well, by the way, and now goes after Bret Hart, who fights his way out of Carlito's grasp. Orton's got Austin up on his shoulder. He fights free. Oh, look at this. Oh, sends Orton over the top and eliminates him. Then there were 3. This is going to come down to Hart and Austin, isn't it? Hart's currently trying to make that happen, trying to eliminate Carlito. Can Carlito fight his way down? Oh, that'll do it. And then Austin runs over Bret with the shoulder tackle. And a bulldog to Carlito. Knee drop to Carlito. Are these two going to... No. I was about to say, are these two going to work together just so they can fight as the final 2? But no. Austin says no to that. Carlito going to take a breather in the corner. And that's probably the best thing Carlito can do here, is let these two go at it. Reverse DDT by Bret. Carlito back elbow to Bret Hart, though. Oh, went for the elbow drop, and Bret moves out the way. And now going for the abdominal stretch. You can't eliminate someone with a submission. Oh, look at that. Great counter by Carlito. Placing himself up into a crossbody. Really nice reversal. But Bret stays on offense. Got Carlito in the corner. Austin grabs Bret from behind, though. Russian leg sweep. That's one of Brett's favourite moves. Now Carlito. Is Carlito going to try and eliminate Bret Hart? I think he was thinking about it on that right-hand side, and Austin was just keeping an eye on things. Oh, he gets him back for that Fez press. Here's how you do it, kid. Oh, and then runs through Hart as well. Austin on fire at the moment in this one. Sends Hart into the corner. Clothesline. Bulldog, no! Bret Hart shoves him off. Great counter by Hart. Fireman's carry takeover. And then kicks Austin in the side of the head. Oh, Carlito gets Bret sneaky from behind, but Bret reverses the Irish whip. Stunner! Oh, Austin just tried to knock Carlito off the apron. That would have been an elimination as Carlito went over the top. But Carlito blocked it, got back in the ring and hit a lovely spine buster. And now Carlito standing over Austin and Hart briefly. Got Austin up. Backstabber! Carlito doing well against these two Hall of Famers. Now, talking trash to Bret Hart or trying to negotiate, one or the other. Bret Hart's having none of it, and Carlito didn't exactly endear himself to Bret Hart by grabbing him and trying to eliminate him there. Uh-oh. Oh, reversed! But Austin saves Hart. Now Carlito goes over, and now Austin saves Carlito. Look at this, $1 Million Dream. He's got it locked in. And then turns it into a Russian leg sweep. Little bit of Ringmaster, little bit of Bret Hart. Now Carlito going for a Fujiwara armbar on Stone Cold. Oh, but Austin rolls through. Oh, a knee in the head. Now Hart takes Austin into the corner. Going to try and eliminate him. Carlito's definitely going to let this happen. If he only has to beat one of these guys, that suits him just fine. He would probably say that's pretty cool. And Bret Hart does in fact eliminate Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Carlito immediately capitalizes. And he's going to try and eliminate Bret in a different corner. Oh, Austin won't be happy about that. His longtime rival, Bret Hart, getting one up on him again. Pinned him out of the Cobra Clutch. Made him pass out with the sharpshooter at WrestleMania. And now eliminates him from this Battle Royal. And from this video. Oh, what's Carlito thinking here? Suplex? No. Bret Hart's fighting out of it. Gut punches. Not that Carlito's got a gut. He's in incredible shape with dem abs, though. However, Bret Hart really testing them with those punches, then elbows into the midsection. Uh-oh. Thinking pile driver? No. Powerbomb. Carlito fights his way out of it, drops down onto his feet. This is really back and forth between these two. Carlito wants Bret against the ropes, going to try and eliminate him. Scoops him up. Can Carlito really advance from a match with Stone Cold and Bret Hart in it? He can! Impressive victory for Carlito, and celebrates like Austin in the corner. The absolute barefaced cheek. Oh my god. That's wild. Congratulations, Carlito. Okay, next match. Alright, fourth Battle Royal. At the end of this one, we'll be halfway through the qualifiers. Oh, wow. Look at this. You recognize this? I do. Undashing Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, once in 2011 for 233 days, and once in 2012 for only 21 days. Is that right? Hang on, sometimes the alphabetizing is weird. Let me just check. Yeah, it seems to be right. But, of course, Cody Rhodes brought back the old school, the classic Intercontinental Championship with the white strap that lasted all the way up until the current design. And that was certainly a popular decision of his. But yeah, it was kind of in this era where he was wearing the mask after suffering, I think, a nose injury at the hands of Rey Mysterio, if I remember rightly. This character was kind of ahead of its time, right? Because he looked no different, and that was sort of like supposedly the joke, but on a more oh hello, But on a more serious note, it was kind of a bit of a body dysmorphia thing, right? Because he knew he'd had this injury. He thought his looks had really been affected to the point where he felt he had to cover his face. I don't know, that was a little bit ahead of its time. I feel like it'd be done slightly differently now, that story, but yeah. Anyway, one-time Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk, I believe won it from William Regal. That's not on my list. Who they won it from is not actually on my list. It would be if I had them in chronological order, but for ease of finding people quickly, I've got them in alphabetical order. But yeah, I think he beat William Regal for the title. He certainly feuded with Regal over the IC title for quite some time, back in 2009. And this is after he was a one-time World Heavyweight Champion, and then before he won his second consecutive Money in the Bank in 2009, and then went on to that amazing feud with Jeff Hardy over the world title, was when he became Intercontinental Champion. And doesn't CM Punk hold the record for the fastest Triple Crown, the fastest Triple Crown of IC, World and Tag titles from the first title win to the last one? He used to hold that record anyway, I'm pretty sure. Who knows if he still does? It's not something they talked about for the last 10 years, really. But yeah, wow, what a start. Cody Rhodes and CM Punk, and they've appeared in a video together already, the TNA, because both these guys did appear in TNA, so they've been in an eBay's The Sims Games video today. And you know what? Together, and so's this guy, also from TNA, but we're not talking about TNA. Well, we are, apparently. I am, anyway. This is Bobby Lashley, who won the title twice in 2019. First time holding it for 33 days. Second time, 27 days. So nothing spectacular. Won it both times on Raw, though, so he'll be right at home in a Intercontinental-themed tournament on Raw in this video. So there's that. Cody Rhodes won his first title on SmackDown, but then the brand extension ended, allowing him to appear on Raw as well. And CM Punk won his title on Raw. So Cody Rhodes the only of these three not to have won an Intercontinental title on Raw. Fun fact. Yeah, his second one he won at Extreme Rules 2012 in a tables match over, I believe, the Big Show, having lost the IC title to Big Show at WrestleMania that year. Because the whole story was Big Show couldn't win at WrestleMania, and decided Cody Rhodes for the IC title was who to feed to him. Uh-oh. Get out the way, Bobby. There's pyro in the ring. Shawn Michaels, and look at that mullet. This seems like the most accurate version of Shawn Michaels to use. And I'm trying to find him on my list. There he is. He's under M. So sometimes they list people under the first name, sometimes under the surname, and sometimes a mix of the two. All three of Shawn Michaels' reigns all seem to be under M. First reign was 1992. Second was 1993, and third was 1995, and this one is listed as 1994. So yeah, right in between those second and third reigns. He won his first Intercontinental title on Saturday night's main event 31, and held it for a officially recognised 201 days. He won his second one at a house show in 1993, and then held it for 112 days. And then his third one, In Your House 2, The Lumberjacks. I'll tell you what, if you ask most wrestling fans, I think, to list all the In Your Houses with their sub-names, I feel like The Lumberjacks would be a pointless answer, shall we say, if anyone knows what that means. But yeah, held that third reign for 90 days, officially recognised. Oh, wow! This is quite the lineup. My goodness. I'm just checking Roddy Piper's not listed under R as well as P. It does not appear to be. So just the one title reign for Roddy Piper. 76 days, won it at Royal Rumble 1992. Which, you know, hailed as one of the greatest Royal Rumble matches of all time. The 1992 Rumble. And Piper probably remembers that event fondly as well. Well, you know, probably did. Rest in peace, of course, Roddy Piper. Rest in peace to anyone else who's passed away who's been in this video so far. I don't think there's been many, actually. This might be the first one, but just in case I've missed someone. You know, didn't do it out of disrespect. In fact, I can check real quick. AJ Styles, Apollo Crews, Bobby Lashley, Braun Breaker, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. Of course, rest in peace. I mean, if anyone thinks I was disrespecting Eddie Guerrero by not mentioning that, then you don't know me. I love Eddie Guerrero. JBL still with us. Kane's still with us, who's about to turn up. There you go. Right on cue. Oh, Rick Rude as well. Rest in peace, Rick Rude. Ricochet, Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Ultimate Warrior. Okay, fine. Rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. But yeah, Kane, former two-time, I believe, Intercontinental Champion. Neither time without the mask, but it was closer to the time. It was only shortly after he lost his second Intercontinental Championship that he unmasked, I believe. So this felt right, especially because the masked Kane on this game is like possibly the worst masked Kane, so would not be a good representative of the Kane from 2001 who first held the Intercontinental Championship. 2 reigns, like I say, one in 2001, started at Judgment Day, lasted 38 days, officially recognised, and one starting on Raw in 2002, officially recognised at 19 days. So no massive reigns for Kane there. And here we go. So Kane going after Shawn Michaels. I think was it this month? I think it's this month I did a watch-along of a show that had Kane versus Shawn Michaels on the show. From, I'm guessing, 2004. Sounds about right. On WWE Beza. CM Punk and Shawn Michaels, the NXT friends, who had that segment, didn't they? Back when Punk returned and decided to go to NXT for an appearance. Kane and Punk must have history. They must have. Oh, DDT. Look at this, Shawn Michaels and Roddy Piper going at it. I don't know if that match ever really happened. I think it probably did, actually. But, like, what a dream match regardless. Like, regardless of whether it ever happened. Actually, hang on. Roddy Piper, January 1992, 76 days. Shawn Michaels. Oh no, October 92. So no, Shawn didn't beat Roddy for the title. Too much gap between them. So CM Punk going after Kane here. Yeah, CM Punk and Kane must have had issues because of the Authority, right? Like CM Punk was against the Authority very much so just before he left WWE, in fact, in 2014. Oh, Lashley sends Punk over onto the outside. Now Kane's going to try and eliminate him, but Punk gives him a stiff right hand there. Oh, and speaking of stiff, Cody Rhodes takes down Roddy Piper with a forearm. Lashley trying to eliminate Michaels. Kane eliminates Punk! My goodness. CM Punk is gone already. That's crazy. Bulldog to Bobby Lashley by Cody Rhodes. Now Roddy Piper going to try and eliminate Kane. Cody Rhodes going to try and make Shawn Michaels undashing like himself. Slams him down by the mullet there, I think. Oh, Kane fights out of the elimination attempts by Roddy Piper. Oh, and a headbutt. Meanwhile, Lashley takes Michaels down. And then we have a battle of the Baldies very briefly until Cody Rhodes used the mask to headbutt Kane in the back of the head. Oh, headlock and then a sharp punch to the face of Roddy Piper. Cody Rhodes really trying to either make other people as ugly as he perceives himself to be, or use that mask as a weapon. That's been his MO so far in this match. Oh, Lashley chop blocks the knee of Shawn Michaels. Not going to lift him up. Neck breaker. Roddy Piper's recovered now. Turns around. Gets hoisted up by Lashley. And Snake Eyes. And Kane eliminates Shawn Michaels. He's on a tear. I mean, Kane, historically very good at Battle Royals, you know, held the record for most eliminations in a Royal Rumble for a long, long time. So no surprise he's doing well in a Battle Royal format. But he's eliminated CM Punk and Shawn Michaels so far. Belly to belly by Roddy Piper on Cody Rhodes. Now Lashley going to try and take out the biggest threat in the match, Kane. Meanwhile, Roddy Piper working on the leg of Cody Rhodes. Not a terrible strategy, you know. Kane fights out of the elimination attempt by Lashley. And that's a reverse vertical suplex to Lashley. It's not often someone the size of Bobby Lashley gets thrown around with that much ease. Oh my God, speaking of which. Wow. Oof. Look at that. But oh, low blow. I was just about to comment on the chop block by Kane, but no, Cody Rhodes just hit Kane with a low blow. Now can Piper eliminate Kane? Sure he's going to try. He's trying to push him off. Lashley and Cody fighting in the other corner. Got a hammerlock on. Back elbow by Lashley. Oh, is he going to eliminate him? Drop kick. Kane's gone. After eliminating Punk and Michaels, Kane gets eliminated by Roddy Piper. And let's give the big assist to Cody Rhodes for the low blow that definitely knocked Kane off his game long enough to be eliminated there, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now Piper going after Rhodes. Cody fights out of his grip. And Lashley, oh, running STO. I thought he was going to try and clothesline him over the top then, but no, just an STO. Now Cody, clothesline in the corner to Lashley. Uh-oh. Crossroads! Very nicely executed. The smooth goal behind. Very nice indeed. And now Cody sends Piper over the top to the outside, and we're left with Bobby Lashley and Cody Rhodes. Both men won the IC title and had to make their name elsewhere before being considered a credible world champion in WWE. But they got there, and Cody Rhodes just tried to eliminate Lashley, but he managed to do a quick cat skin just to double kick up and then climb back into the ring. Now Cody to the outside. He does the same thing. Wow. This is actually really fun, this final two. I don't know who's going to win. Oh, okay. Abdominal stretch by Cody. Again, you can't make someone submit in a Battle Royal, but you can wear down the midsection. And if you can wear out the midsection, Lashley's going to find it harder to hoist you over the top rope. A lot of that strength of his comes from that core. Not Wade Barrett's second group. You know, the core muscles. And your abdomen and what have you. Oh, clothesline by Cody Rhodes. Lashley goes down. Now, what's Cody got in mind for Lashley here? He's got him by the back of the head. Up against the ropes. Clothesline, and Lashley's out. And Cody Rhodes is through into the tournament proper. Love to see it. The guy who brought back the best IC title design gets his flowers and advances. Okay, we're halfway through the Battle Royal phase. Let's get the fifth one underway. Okay, fifth match. Okay. Big E. Two-time Intercontinental Champion. Once as Big E Langston, way back in 2013. Won the title on Raw. Held it for 166 days, officially recognised. Actually, he was Intercontinental Champion while his name was shortened, according to this. So, yeah, there you go. And as Big E, won the title again in December 2020 on an episode of SmackDown. Held it for 106 officially recognised names. Which aired on Christmas Day that year, by the way. He won it on December 22nd in terms of when it was taped, but in terms of when we saw it, Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. Have Intercontinental Champion Big E, and we love it. What a gift. Now, big meaty men slapping meat, am I right? Braun Strowman, one-time Intercontinental Champion. Won it in January 2020, held it for 36 days before losing it in that 3-on-1 handicap match to Sami Zayn that I mentioned before when Sami Zayn was in the match. So only a one-time champion and only for 36 days. Both of these men have also gone on to hold a world level championship. Braun was Universal Champion for a cup of coffee. And actually it wasn't that short. And Big E was WWE Champion. And they used to talk about the IC title being like a stepping stone of sorts to the World Championship. It used to be something like 70%. I don't think it is anymore. But yeah. A lot of men have gone on from being Intercontinental Champion to World Champion. Ain't that right? Current World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever. 666 days from June 2022 until WrestleMania this year. Won it on SmackDown, brought it across to Raw in the 2023 draft. And like I say, held it 666. Losing it to Sami Zayn. So two of the men in this match have lost their Intercontinental Championship to Sami Zayn. Just worth noting, I guess. But yeah, this is a meat match. But there's a tall order facing the other men in this battle royal. The longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time and current World Heavyweight Champion. That's quite the task to try and defeat Gunther in any format ever. Now, the former longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time, the Honky Tonk Man. That's crazy. This randomizer knows what it's doing. Like, genuinely, I am just hitting random and seeing who goes into what match. And honestly, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff that these two have ended up together. However, I can't find the Honky Tonk Man on the list. Let me just do a Control-F search. There he is. He's under M. Of course he is. M for man. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? What an idiot for not looking there. So, won the title on June 2nd, 1987, which aired on a tape delay on June 13th, 1987. And held the title for 453 days. Not only did Gunther beat that reign, he demolished it by over 200 more days. Like, it wasn't even close. Anyway, speaking of very successful Intercontinental Champions, The Miz next. Miz being a 8-time? Yeah, 8-time Intercontinental Champion. His first reign was in 2014 for 27 days. He won it in a Battle Royal, by the way. Just worth pointing out, based on what's happening right now. Sorry, no, I stand corrected. That was his second reign. That was his third reign. Oh my god, I can't read. His first reign was at Raw 1000 in 2012. This is at Raw. This is Destiny. This is the Miz's to win, right? It's Destiny. Raw in 2012, 84 days. Won his second reign on the WrestleMania 29 pre-show, The Disrespect, in 2013. Held it for 1 day. Okay, wow. Third reign was the one I talked about. Won it in a Battle Royal at Battleground 2014. 27-day reign. Won it at Night of Champions in September 2014 and held it for less than a day, according to WWE, officially recognised, which is crazy. Next one, won on Raw again in 2016, April 2016. And then took the title to SmackDown in the 2016 draft. Oh my god, okay, The Rock. We need to talk about The Rock as well, but I'm still on The Miz, because The Miz has so much history. November 2016, won the title on SmackDown, 48 days officially recognised. Extreme Rules 2017 held the title for 169 days. And his final reign so far, won on the Raw 25th anniversary show in January 2018, held it for 75 days. So he's got a lot of history of winning Intercontinental title stuff in Battle Royals and on Raw. Has The Miz. My money's on him. Now, The Rock. The Rock here is a one-time champion if you only look at the Rock entry. But there's also Rocky Maivia. Anyway, he was handed the title by Stone Cold Steve Austin, apparently, in December 1997, and then held it for 264 days. I don't remember that. What's the story with that? And then, as Rocky Maivia, he also held the title earlier that year, February 13th, for 73 days. And then went on to become WWF champion, one of the biggest stars in the industry, one of the biggest movie stars in the world, board member now. He's gone on to some big things afterwards. Miz obviously has won the WWE title as well. In fact, there's only Honky Tonk Man in this match that didn't go on to win a world title of some description. And then Gunther went and took his only real thing away as well, the long reign of with the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, Honky Tonk Man takes down The Miz, but then tries to grapple with Braun Strowman to no avail. No avail whatsoever. Look at this delayed suplex on Honky Tonk Man. He's going to squat in his Big E. Meanwhile, Gunther's locked Miz in a Boston Crab, and The Rock is pummeling away at Braun Strowman. This is turning up some matches, this video. Some crazy interactions. Oh, Braun just decked The Miz, but back elbow by The Miz. Those two have been appearing together on Raw recently. Kind of unified against Bronson Reed, but not quite. Braun trying to get Miz to release his inner monster, which I think is probably just going to lead to a Miz heel turn at some point. Anyway, I guess my pick's gone now. Bye, Miz. Oh, my life. Okay, then there were 5. Oh, look at the strength of Big E. Scoop and a slam on The Rock. Honky Tonk Man takes Braun Strowman over with a snapmare. Big E's got Gunther in the corner. Back elbow by Gunther. Oh, sends Big E over the rope. Oh, look at that athleticism by Big E. Gets both feet up. Defends his position in this Battle Royal. Honestly, this tournament will feel wrong if Gunther doesn't go into it. But to be honest, so it feels wrong without The Miz as well, because as much as Gunther's got the longest reign, Miz is synonymous with the IC title, and honestly did a lot of work towards restoring. Oh, look at these two! This is what we wanted. Oh, the disrespect, slapping him in the face. My goodness. Yeah, The Miz did a lot of work in restoring the prestige of the Intercontinental Championship when it had been thoroughly worn away at over the years. The Miz really took his role as IC champion seriously and made it something that people, wanted again. Like I say, his second reign started on a pre-show of WrestleMania. Oh, The Rock's just eliminated Big E. Now pummeling away at Honky Tonk Man in the corner. Meanwhile, Gunther with the massive splash onto Braun Strowman. Now going after The Rock. Why not, eh? Oh, that's why not. DDT. What's Rock got in mind for Gunther here? Maybe we're going to try and eliminate him. Get that big scalp in the Intercontinental title scene. No, Rock's just going to... Oh! Stare a hold with Gunther, and then Braun eliminated him. Oh, man, we've lost The Miz and Gunther in this match. Two real synonymous Intercontinental champions. I guess now we have to hope for Honky Tonk Man to win. Because as much as The Rock is the biggest star, and Braun Strowman's a huge star as well, neither is synonymous with the IC title in the same manner that the Honky Tonk Man is. And this is all about who's the best Intercontinental champion, not who's the best overall. By the way, was Honky Tonk Man really that small? Like, especially in the big guy era, to get a really long title reign. Oh, well, bye. I guess it's Braun or Rock going through into the tournament. But yeah, to get such a long title reign in the land of the giants in the 80s, it's kind of crazy. Oof. Rock fighting up from a knee against Braun. You're at a size disadvantage against Braun no matter what, even if you're The Rock. Oh my god, look at the strength of The Rock. Samoan drop. Wow, okay. I see you, Rock. Rock advances to the tournament proper. Let's keep this ball rolling, shall we? Next match. Alright. Oh, a very different Drew McIntyre held the Intercontinental Championship back in 2009 as the Chosen One. But this is a very different Drew McIntyre to the Chosen One, for sure. Only a one-time Intercontinental Champion, Drew. But still, I distinctly remember him with that oval belt. I would say like more so than like a Braun Strowman associated with the IC title. Obviously gone on to much bigger and better things. Monstrous feud with CM Punk, WWE title reigns. Left for a while and went and remade his name on the Indies and then in Impact, and came back to NXT and was NXT champion. You know, he's done a lot as Drew. But now, can he be crowned the greatest Intercontinental Champion in WWE 2K24? Well, he's got 5 other guys to get through in this Battle Royal to even get into the tournament. So let's see how he does that. I mean, yeah, I gotta fancy this guy. He's won the Royal Rumble. You know, like anyone who's won the Royal Rumble knows what they're doing. We've just seen The Rock, a former Royal Rumble winner. Okay. Booker T. Also a one-time Intercontinental Champion. Won the title on Raw in 2003, July 2003. And whilst Booker T was the Intercontinental Champion on Raw, the United States Championship was reactivated on SmackDown. And Booker T was such a good IC champion that SmackDown needed a champion to be the equivalent. So there you go. Of course, Booker T, Hall of Famer, former World Champion, WCW World Champion. Again, everything under the sun. Also, been to TNA. Both these men in the former TNA guys in WWE 2K24 video as well. Ooh, woo. Oh, hell yeah. Stepping out from behind the commentary desk, former 3-time Intercontinental Champion. First time he won it back in 2011 on SmackDown. Held the title for an officially recognised 85 days. Second reign, won on Raw in 2012, December 29th. 98 officially recognised days. And then his third and final reign with the belt, also on Raw in 2013, April 8th, 2013. Was he the one who won it off The Miz after one day? Hang on. Was Miz April 7th? Yeah, it is. It's Wade Barrett who won it off The Miz in 2013. What, WrestleMania 29? Miz won it on the pre-show. Was it 29? Let me check. Yep. And then Wade Barrett won him off him the next night on Raw. Interesting. And then held it for an officially recognised 68 days. Wait, actually, Miz won it directly off Wade Barrett on the WrestleMania pre-show just to lose it back to him a day later. What was the point in that? Wade could just have had a long title reign. Oh, well, whatever. Anyway, Umaga, 2-time Intercontinental Champion, both in 2007, both won on Raw. One in February 19th and one on July 2nd. 55 days and 62 days, respectively, officially recognised. Lots of Raw title winners in this one. So lots of experience in this arena. And as we know from watching The Miz, it really benefits you. But yeah, rest in peace, Umaga, of course. I hope I haven't missed anyone else since the last time that I commented on that. If I have, do know, not out of disrespect. Oh! Finn Balor! Quite a different Finn Balor from the one we have today. Finn, a two-time Intercontinental Champion, current Tag Team Champion over on Raw. It's no longer the Raw Tag Team titles, but the new belts aren't in 2K24. So, yeah. But he won his first one at Elimination Chamber in 2019. Held the title for 21 days. And then lost it to... I'm not sure who he lost it to, you know, off the top of my head. But he won it back from them at WrestleMania 35 in April. And held it for a further 97 days. During which time the title became exclusive to SmackDown following the 2019 Superstar Shake-Up. Remember those? That was cool, the shot there where it looked like he had wings. But yeah, two-time Intercontinental Champion. With the very sinister version of his old NXT music. Okay. Is that everyone? Is that 6? I don't know. Who's counting? Who's counting? Me, hopefully, because I'm setting up the matches. Oh, Drew and Wade. Oh, no, we've got another entrance yet. Yeah, there's only 5 there. Drew and Wade stood side by side. They've got recent history. Oh, yeah, how could I forget? Diesel, Big Daddy Cool. Won the title on an episode of Superstars in 1994. Aired on tape delay April 30th, 1994. And he held the title for an officially recognised 137 days. Also Tag Team Champion, also WWF Champion. Also went to WCW and became a WCW World Champion as well as Kevin Nash. Like, quite the history of accolades. But yes, indeed, a former one-time Intercontinental Champion. So here he is. So here he is. Big boy. It seems to be a bit of an advantage in Battle Royals historically. Andre the Giant, obviously notorious for his proficiency in Battle Royals. And honestly, Diesel, not far off Andre the Giant's height. Not far at all. Massive man. Absolutely huge. He won't thank me for saying that, actually. Based on who says it like that. Anyway. Finn and Booker. Look at that. Oh, right into the gutbuster there. There's a strong British and, European and Irish contingent in this match. We've got Wade Barrett of England, Drew McIntyre of Scotland, and Finn Balor from the Republic of Ireland, all in the same match. That's fun. Lots of history between those guys, dating back before WWE, back home to the British Isles. Oh, pile driver to Diesel by Drew McIntyre. DDT from Booker to Wade Barrett, I believe. Oh, look at the strength of Umaga. Clothesline to Finn by Wade Barrett. And of course, I'm just realising now as well, another TNA video participant, although as Kevin Nash, was Diesel. Oh, tries to eliminate Finn Balor, who fights his way back in, but was in the main event Mafia with Booker T. Will we see some collusion from those two? You know, like, get down to final 2, then fight over it. Guess not. Punched in the face. Oh, Wade Barrett. Close to being eliminated, but he clings on, and honestly, Diesel saved him from Finn Balor, then takes out Drew McIntyre as well. Uh-oh. Oh, I had a hurricane by Finn Balor. I don't know what he calls it, but that's what I know it as. Uh-oh, going for it again? I think so. It's hard to tell between Booker T's legs being in the way of the camera. Oof, the biggest man in the match just took down the smallest man in the match. But you know what? Finn Balor might not be as big as some of the other wrestlers, but God, he's proficient. Like, former Intercontinental Champion, multiple-time Tag Team Champion, first ever Universal Champion. Like, man knows what he's doing in there. Oh, look at Umaga just shoved Diesel across the ring. Like, don't try and eliminate me. Big boot to the face of Booker T by Wade Barrett, and now going after Diesel now. Clubbing blow to the back. Meanwhile, Balor's got McIntyre in the corner, going to try and eliminate him. No, McIntyre fights out. Uh-oh. I forget what he calls that, but yeah, painful is what I would call it. Now, punching Booker T in the face is way back. Now, look at this, just slamming his face off the mat. Oh, there's the Future Shock DDT by Drew McIntyre to Diesel, but then Finn Balor takes him down. Meanwhile, Wade Barrett was just stomping away at Booker T in the foreground there. Did Drew McIntyre just slap Finn Balor and then hit a neckbreaker? My goodness. But then, big splash / falling headbutt by Umaga. I'm not sure quite what made contact there. Wade Barrett sends Diesel to the outside. Tries to knock him off, but Diesel gets the knee up and gets back into the ring. Just saw in the background there. Backbreaker to Barrett by Booker T. A lot of bees. Burr, 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 burr. Diesel's got Drew up, and Drew fights out. Sends Diesel into the corner, but Booker T grabs him. Oh, reverse power slam. Balor out onto the apron, courtesy of Umaga, who then gets drop kicked in the back of the head by Booker T. And then Booker T turns his attention to Drew, punching him in the face repeatedly. Drop kick by Finn, but Booker doesn't go down. But that's fine and dandy, says Finn. 1916. Now the main event Mafia boys fighting once again. Diesel seems to be initiating all of those fights. But Booker T will fight back. You damn right he will. And he's going to try and eliminate Diesel now. Oh, Drew dropped across the top rope, neck first. And Barrett and Finn going to team up here. Barrett and Balor. Double backbreaker on Umaga. Now Drew grabs Finn. Uh-oh, now Drew and Wade teaming up. Oh! Meeting of the minds. Yet more miscommunication from those two longtime friends. No one eliminated yet. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Drew sent out onto the apron, but no. Finn Balor turns his attention to Diesel. Sling blade. Uh-oh, Umaga. Rikishi driver. Now Wade Barrett just trying to cling onto that bottom rope and stay out of trouble while he recovers from that highly impactful move. Now Booker T going after Umaga. Scoop and sit down slam to Finn Balor by Drew McIntyre. Now Drew and Diesel, big boys going at it. Oof, the big right hand by Drew. And a neck breaker as well. Nice butterfly suplex by Barrett. Now Booker T going at Umaga here. Oh, big left forearm. Headbutt to the back of the head. And now look at that. Kind of a suplex, but more just like a throw by the head. But Diesel takes out Umaga. Now only Diesel standing in the ring. Temporarily. Now Finn Balor's back up and now Wade Barrett's back up. But just for a second there, Diesel was the only one standing. Another nice butterfly suplex by Barrett, this time to Drew McIntyre. No friends in this. And Barrett gets the first elimination of this match, and it's Booker T who goes over the top and to the outside. Balor takes down Barrett and then turns attention to McIntyre. McIntyre elbows to the midsection of Balor. Uh-oh. Samoan spike to Big Daddy Cool by Umaga. And Diesel in trouble now. And indeed, Umaga eliminates him. So, 4 remain. Drew McIntyre headbutts Finn Balor in the back of the head. Umaga took down Wade Barrett, and then Drew grabs Umaga. What's Drew got in mind for Umaga here? He's just going to take a moment, being the only man freestanding. Oh, and Umaga ducks out the way of the clothesline. Now, everyone but Drew is now standing. Uh-oh. So Umaga got in mind here. Choke slam? Yes, indeed. Choke slam to Wade Barrett. Turns around into the grasp of Finn Balor, who hits the sling blade, rolls through. Basement dropkick to the side of their head. Now Finn and Drew. Oh, Umaga's right back up to his feet, though. Shaking off the effects. I mean, he kicked him in the head. That's your first mistake. That's going to have little to no effect on Umaga. Oh, ducks the clothesline. Oh, Falcon Arrow by Drew McIntyre on Finn Balor. Oh, Wade Barrett fights out the grip of Umaga. Don't want to take that Samoan spike. We saw what happened to Diesel after he took one. Oh, never mind. He's still eliminated. Wade Barrett's out. Courtesy of Umaga, who's having an absolute blinder. And look at that. He survives getting back into the ring, preventing Drew from eliminating him. Now, is that a double nerve hold he's got locked in? Very painful on the trapezius muscles of Drew McIntyre. Look at that. Drains him down to the mat. Now Finn Balor going to go after Umaga. Oh, indeed. Look at this. Finn Balor trying to eliminate Umaga. Drew's going to join in. I thought he was just going to watch, but Drew's going to try and eliminate Umaga as well. Seems like Drew hindered Finn more than helped him there. Obviously not on purpose. There's no reason to stop one person being eliminated over another. It's every man for himself. Oh, Umaga back into the ring. After a shoulder tackle. And that suplex throw by Drew. And now, hooks the arms. Future shock DDT to Umaga. Sends attention to Finn, who sends Drew into the corner. Umaga trying to recover in the other corner. Oh, good fight out of the corner by Drew. There's the Glasgow kiss. And then runs in and face washes Umaga. Drew, the only one standing at the moment. Can he capitalise? Can he eliminate someone before the other one gets back their freestanding status? No, because Umaga's back on the offense. Oh, look at this. Scoops him back up. And slams him down. Now Finn grabs Umaga. Takes him over to the ropes. He's got him up. He's got him up. Oh my god, the strength of Finn Balor now stomping away at Drew McIntyre after just eliminating Umaga. Wasting no time here, choking away at McIntyre with the boot now. So it's Finn Balor or Drew McIntyre. Oh, knife edge chop. Blocked by Drew. Kicks his way out of the corner. Elbows by Finn. Doesn't want to get led around the ring by Drew. Might end up in a precarious position. Big right hand. Uh-oh. Scoops him up. Slams him down. Is that one 1916? I don't know. Anyway, I know what this one is. Coup de grace. As Umaga disappears from out of sight on the ramp there. And Drew out onto the apron. In trouble here. Can Finn eliminate him? No. Drew fights out of it. Well, he's still on the apron. Oh, Finn eliminates him. Big win for Finn Balor. Goes through into the tournament proper. Whew. We're getting there now. What is it? 2 more? I think 2 more. Alright. 7th out of 8 Battle Royals. Starts with this man. Possibly the only man in this video, correct me if I'm wrong, to have been the WWE Intercontinental Champion and the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. But we're here to talk about I was reading my notes. The WWE Intercontinental Championship, which Shinsuke Nakamura, would you believe, won at Extreme Rules on the kickoff show in 2019. Held the title for 201 days. But I believe that was like the title reign where it was barely ever defended, especially not on pay-per-view. Because WWE had just given up on the IC title at that point, it seemed, and Shinsuke, and both of those things are very, very sad. Wow, having the crowd still up on 100% but the music down sounds awful. But yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. Is he injured at the moment? I was talking about this on stream the other day. link to my Twitch is in the description, by the way. If you want to drop me a follow and come hang out sometime. But not seen Shinsuke in ages. The last thing I can recall was his feud with Seth Rollins for the world title. Then he went to Japan and took on Great Muta, right? And I just don't remember him coming back. I don't remember him coming back from that at all. Anyway, he's here now. He's here to try and claim his throne as the best WWE Intercontinental Champion on WWE 2K24. Oh, this man might have something to say about that. This man, who has, I think, declared that he no longer wants to win the Intercontinental Championship because doesn't he have the same number of reigns and the same combined number of days as champion as his hero, Owen Hart? I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that somewhere. Anyway, Kevin Owens, two-time Intercontinental Champion. First time won on Night of Champions 2015. Held it for 84 days. Then won the match, won the title, lost the title, and then won it back. He was like, oh, there's only one champion between the two reigns. He won it back on February 15th, 2016 on an episode of Raw in a fatal 5-way match. That, fun fact, also involved Stardust. So there you have it. I don't know who the champion was in between. If anyone knows off the top of your head, let me know in the comments. But yeah, he held that reign was 47 officially recognised days. Okay. Oh, Kurt Angle, only a one-time Intercontinental Champion, and not for that long. But this was in his like insanely quick ascension from rookie to WWF Champion within like a year, maybe just a bit over. And became the Eurocontinental Champion with this win, as he already had the European Championship. Held the Intercontinental title for just 34 days before, if you remember, losing both titles in a 2-fall, one for each title triple threat match at WrestleMania with Chris Jericho and someone else, Stevie Richards, I think. But yeah, Kurt Angle may only be a one-time and just over 1 month Intercontinental Champion. But he's so dangerous in this match. There's no version of Kurt Angle in the game with the hair from this era. So I picked 2006 Kurt Angle because that seems the most accurate. Right, that's the closest, isn't it? Between modern day Kurt Angle and 2006 Kurt Angle, this one's closer to the year 2000. Oh wow, we've been saving some big guns. Macho Man Randy Savage. Where's he on my list? Is he under S? He doesn't seem to be under M or R. There he is, Randy Savage. Only a one-time Intercontinental Champion. Oh, but he did hold it for 414 days. Hello? And he won the title in February 1986 on WWF on NESN. No idea what that is. Never heard of that before. But yeah, only one reign, but it was a long one. Probably the longest one until the Honky Tonk Man followed it up with an even longer reign not long after, right? Let's have a quick gander at it in reign length order. What is this? What is this random order? Why is it not in order? There we go. Okay. So, Gunther top. Oh no, Pedro Morales had it for 10 days longer. They couldn't let Savage break that record. Oh, okay. I've just noticed who's turned up here. It's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Of course, Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat have that iconic match at WrestleMania 3. So we're going to rekindle that rivalry here, I do hope. Ricky, also a one-time Intercontinental Champion, having won it from Savage at WrestleMania 3 to end that long reign. His reign only went 64 days. So not quite as impressive, but, you know, he did beat Savage directly for the title. So there's that. Oh, okay. Rey Mysterio, who is a two-time Intercontinental Champion. His first reign, because I faffed about ordering it by reign length. Now, even though I'm back in alphabetical order, they're a bit out of order. So his first reign began at WrestleMania 25 at the expense of JBL, which we already talked about. And then his second reign later that year, he only held the title for 62 days, dropped it, and then won it back in a mask versus title match against whomever. I actually don't know who the person in between was. But he won it at the Bash, obviously keeping his mask and winning the Intercontinental title. I think it was it Dolph Ziggler, actually? That rings a bell. At the Bash in 2009, held the title for 67 days that time, officially recognised. Let's have a look. Was it Dolph Ziggler? I feel like it was. Nope. Nope, it wasn't Dolph Ziggler. Huh. Who was it then? I'm curious. Let's find out. And the Battle Royal kicks off. And it was Chris Jericho. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so Rey Mysterio and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat going at it. My goodness. Kurt Angle and Shinsuke Nakamura and Randy Savage and Kevin Owens. You know what? No matter how you split these guys up, it's a dream match, right? Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle got some history. And Savage and Steamboat got a little bit of history. Is that a poison Rana to Kurt Angle with his surgically repaired neck? With a broken freaking neck? But yeah, no matter how you cut this is just 3 dream matches, isn't it? Whenever they pair off. Kurt Angle and Ricky Steamboat, look at that. Kevin Owens and Kurt Angle. Rey Mysterio and Kevin Owens, like, you just say the names, and everyone's like, wow. Wow, that match would be fun. Rey Mysterio and Ricky Steamboat going at it again. In the corners, switching places. Kurt Angle goes after Rey. Of course, these two in the not main event of WrestleMania 22 for the world title. Alongside Randy Orton, who we've also seen in this video. Oh, the clothesline takes down Kurt Angle by Savage. Tried to eliminate Steamboat, but Steamboat was wise to it. And Kevin Owens back body drop, belly to back suplex, sorry, to Shinsuke Nakamura. Pile driver to Steamboat by Randy Savage. Oh, and then rakes the back of Owens. Can still feel it even through the shirt. Ray sends the Steamboat into the corner, but then gets clotheslined by Angle, who now goes after Kevin Owens. Belly to back suplex. Savage runs through Mysterio with a clothesline. Now Nakamura gets Savage into the corner. Went for one of the kicks, one of his roundhouse kicks, but Savage says no thank you, and then punches him in the face. And then goes back after Ricky Steamboat, because of course he does. Now Angle trying to eliminate Ray. Oh, Ray sidestepped him and Kurt Angle's gone. My goodness, jawbreaker to Ray by Randy Savage. Ray obviously won the world title from Kurt Angle in that WrestleMania 22 match, and he's got one over on him again there in this Intercontinental title video, or Intercontinental Champions video. Now Owens going after Steamboat. Savage saying, "Here, let me help you with that." And they hit a double vertical suplex on Ricky Steamboat, and then Nakamura runs in and knees Rey Mysterio in the gut. Now Kevin Owens has got Nakamura up and drops him across that top rope throat first. Savage staying focused on Steamboat. Inverted atomic drop. Meanwhile, Owens went after Mysterio, who's fighting back. Ricky Steamboat ducks the clothesline from Savage. Springboard DDT by Owens to Rey Mysterio. Great athleticism. Uh-oh. Now what's he got in mind here? Oh! Spins out Savage. Kick to the midsection by Ray. Neckbreaker, no. Slams him face first. And Ricky Steamboat just gets snake-eyed by Shinsuke in the corner. Ray sends Shinsuke into a different corner. Monkey flip. Everyone's down but Ray, and Savage has just got up as well. Oh. Elbows to the midsection by Rey Mysterio of Randy Savage. Now Steamboat comes to Savage's aid. Who'd have thunk they'd have seen that? Flings Ray across the ring. Oh, he just wanted to get him out of the way so he could fight Savage. I see. Look at this. Double lift with the choke slam. Double arm choke slam. Kevin Owens, stunner to Steamboat. Now Owens going after Ray. Going after him again. Eventually. Hoists him up. And trying to throw Rey Mysterio out. Over the top rope. Ray's clinging on for dear life. And hits a lovely elbow to Kevin Owens' head to break free. I mean, Kevin Owens probably didn't think it was lovely. Uh-oh. Owens sent over the top. Oh, great athleticism by Owens. Saves himself from the elimination by Steamboat. Now we've got Savage and Steamboat going at it. And the three more modern superstars going at it. We're not even looking, but Savage just threw Steamboat clean over the top rope. There's your revenge for the WrestleMania 3 loss. We're too busy watching Owens take down Rey Mysterio with a big neck breaker. Now Ray out onto the apron. Blocks the right hand, throws one of his own, and climbs back in. He's safe again. Springboard by Owens, but this time no one's there. Head scissors takeover by Mysterio, the only one standing at the moment. Look at that. It's like a lion salt, except off the top rope, not the middle one. That's incredible by Rey Mysterio. The ease with which he does that. Climbs up to the top. Frog splash. No! No water in the pool. Randy Savage out the way. Oh, he didn't move out the way of the Kinshasa, though, did he? And now what's Shinsuke doing? The stanky leg, it seems. Oh, goes to throw Savage out. Savage reverses. Shinsuke clinging on. And Kevin Owens might have just saved him there. Owens sends Ray into the corner. Big right hand. Going to try and eliminate Mysterio now. Nakamura turns his attention to Savage. Misses the knee drop as Savage moves out the way. And Mysterio's out, courtesy of Owens. And Owens, I think, just saved Nakamura. Is this modern era synergy? Probably not. He just eliminated Ray after all. Oh, big super kick to the back of the head of Savage. But then went after Nakamura, and Nakamura saw that, and now he's hitting knees to the midsection of Owens. And sends Savage into the corner. Going to try and eliminate him. Owens is just gonna watch. I mean, why not? Might as well let one of your opponents eliminate the other, right? One fewer for you to eliminate. Oof, or not. Big right hand from Savage, gets himself back into the ring. And here's that big net breaker from Owens again. There it is. Now Savage just going straight after Nakamura here. Doesn't appreciate the Kinshasa, clearly. Oh, atomic drop. Now Owens going after Savage, who says no thank you. Elbows to the midsection. 3 of them, in fact, to make Owens release the grip. Nakamura snapmare. Oh, there's a knee again. Now Owens reverses Nakamura, sends him into the corner. Right hand. Now going to try and eliminate him. He's got that leg hoisted. He's got him up on the top turnbuckle already. Trying to eliminate him. Oh, Nakamura. He's gone. I was about to say clings on even though he got flipped, but he's gone. Now, maybe this is a bit premature of Owens. Thinks he's won, but he's not. He knows he's not won. He's acting like he has, celebrating like he has, and Savage got him from behind. And now Owens could be in trouble here. Into that corner. Now Savage going to try and eliminate Owens. This is all off the back of Owens celebrating prematurely. If he gets eliminated now, he's got no one to blame but himself. And, I guess, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, elbow to the top of the head of Savage. Get out of here. Which one? Can't just shout, get out of here. Who are you heckling, sir? Maybe me. Owens with the elbows to the midsection of Savage. These two going back and forth. What a match this would have been. Both men in their prime. Ducks down underneath. Ducks down again. Oh, goes through. Oh, Savage switches to go behind. Sends Owens out onto the apron. Oh, Owens gets the knee up. This has been an incredible final 2. Look at this by Owens. Look at that combination. Big spinning wheel kick at the end there. Kick to the midsection. Another one. Uh-oh. Seen this before in this match. To Savage last time as well, was it? I can't remember. Might have been. Now Owens thinks he's done enough. Savage out onto the apron, and Owens knocks him off. He was trying to cling on. Kevin Owens advances into the tournament proper. One more Battle Royal to go. Alright, final one. Hey, Big Willie Riggs! Hell yeah. Two-time Intercontinental Champion, one reign in 2002, started at the Royal Rumble that year, ran for 55 days, officially recognised. And the second reign, November 2008, started on Raw from Manchester, England, just down the road from me, and lasted for 69 officially recognised days. Nice. And I believe that's the reign that was ended by one CM Punk. So, yeah. Fun times for all. Okay, who's out next?
It's a new day. Yes,
it is a new day. Yes, it is. Kofi Kingston. Sorry if that was a spoiler. He wasn't actually out yet, but Xavier Woods has never been the Intercontinental Champion. Poor Woods. No wonder he's not happy with his position in the New Day at the moment. Oh, I've just noticed something scrolling to Kofi Kingston. Shinsuke Nakamura is actually a two-time champion. He was just called King Nakamura at the time, and that's listed separately because of course it is. But he actually reverted back to Shinsuke Nakamura during the reign, according to this. Anyway, Kofi Kingston, four-time Intercontinental Champion. Won his first on my birthday in 2008, my 20th birthday, at Night of Champions, and then that reign was officially recognised at 48 days. Second reign, May 2010 at Over the Limit, 74 days officially recognised. Then he won it on SmackDown in January 2011. 76 days officially, that one. So it was broadcast on January 7th. So that's 76 days from then. Hey, Razor Ramon. Anyway, Kofi's fourth reign, real quick, was aired on starting on October 17th on Main Event of all places. The Intercontinental title changed hands on Main Event in 2012, in October 2012. That's wild. That's genuinely wild. Anyway, coming out now, Razor Ramon, also a four-time Intercontinental Champion. Won his first... Wait, let's have a look. Yeah, with the final two participants in a Battle Royal, Razor Ramon and Rick Martel, Ramon then defeated Martel. So it sounds like the Battle Royal ended with two and they had a regular wrestling match, it sounds like, which was aired on October 11th, 1993. And then lasted for 197 days. And that included the ladder match at WrestleMania 10 as well, FYI. The second reign started at SummerSlam that next year, 1994, lasted for 145 days, officially recognised. Next, he won a house show match, a ladder match, and then was champion for 2 days, which is wild. And then that was in May 1995. And then October 1995, in your house for Great White North, is where he won his fourth and final IC title. Lasted for 90 days, about 3 months. Oh my god. Rob Van Dam, 6 Intercontinental title reigns. WrestleMania X8 was his first one, lasted for 34 days, officially recognised. That was March 17th, 2002. Then he lost it, then he won it back. May 27th, 2002, he won a ladder match against Jeff Hardy, who I assume beat him for the title, and unified the Intercontinental title and the European title, retiring the European title. 62 days from May in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, on Raw in 2002. Then he dropped the title again, and then gained it back again as the next person, and retired the Hardcore title. August at SummerSlam, August 2002, 40 days. Whew. September 2003, he won it on Raw. in a ladder match, 27 days. October 2003, Raw. In a steel cage match, he won it, 47 days. This was the gimmick match title when Rob Van Dam was around it. And then finally, a few years later, April 2006 at Backlash. 14 days he held on to the IC title for that time. Okay, now Rikishi, this one's easier. One-time Intercontinental Champion. Won it on June 22nd, 2000 is when the episode of SmackDown was broadcast. And held it for officially recognized 13 days. So somehow lost it on a different day than he won it, even though I assume both were on SmackDown. It's kind of weird. Maybe that was when the changeover happened from Friday to Thursday. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, ooh. Here's a name you might not have put on your list. Won a tournament final for the vacant IC title, beating X-Pac on an episode of Raw. October 12th, 1998. Ken Shamrock. One time, as far as I can tell. Let me just scroll up, make sure he's not also under K. He is not. Yeah, one-time Intercontinental Champion. Also King of the Ring winner. Hardcore Champion. Tag Team Champion. And, of course, the world's most dangerous man was his moniker. Because UFC has always been treated as more credible than WWE by WWE. Anyway, look at this. William Regal and Razor Ramon going at it. Rob Van Dam and Ken Shamrock. And then it was Kofi and Rikishi, but now Kofi's come over to get involved with everyone else's business. Regal and Van Dam, that feels like a match that's happened quite a few times. I can't think of a specific instance, but it definitely feels like it's probably happened. Like, at least once. Probably quite a few times, to be honest. Oh. Well, I was trying to avoid that happening, so sorry about that bang. That was, my phone's been desperately trying to slide off the surface that I desperately wanted to sit on for a bit now, and it finally succeeded, so well done, phone. Well done. You should be proud of yourself. And then I put it straight back. So, it was all for naught. Anyway, oh, European uppercut to the back of the head of Rikishi. Oh, in the background there, Rob Van Dam trying to eliminate Kofi Kingston, who clings on and holds on to that bottom rope. Van Dam still trying to shove him off the apron, though, which would still be an elimination. But now Kofi comes back in under the bottom rope. Shamrock with the delayed suplex on Razor Ramon, but Razor lands on his feet down behind Shamrock. Now Shamrock elbows to the midsection. Razor staggers back into an atomic drop by Rob Van Dam. Shamrock after Rikishi. Great counter to the DDT. And now Razor Ramon. Follow-away slam. No, Van Dam lands on his feet, because of course he does. A cat-like Rob Van Dam. Belly-to-back suplex with a bit of snap on it, and then a Russian leg sweep to Rikishi by Kofi Kingston. Kofi and Van Dam going at it. Rikishi and Regal. Also feels like they must have crossed paths at some point, right? Now Rikishi drops Regal neck first across that top rope, and now Kofi Kingston going after the Shamrock. Shamrock having none of it. But Kofi keeps fighting. Kofi fighting everyone at the moment. Oh, Rikishi! Oh, gets the feet up. Nearly got eliminated by William Regal. Razor Ramon takes down Shamrock. Oh, electric chair to Regal by Rikishi. And a monkey flip to Rikishi by Rob Van Dam. Razor Ramon going to try and eliminate Kofi Kingston now. Can he get him over the top rope in the corner there? No. No, he cannot. Now Kofi sends Rikishi into the corner and Razor Ramon goes back after him again. Oh, double-handed chokeslam there. It's a long way to fall down from. Razor Ramon, tall man. Now Regal trying to eliminate Van Dam in the corner. Meanwhile, Rikishi with the side slam on, who was that? Razor Ramon. Shamrock going after Kofi Kingston now. Oh, we don't get to see what happened. Oh, but both men are still in the ring as Rikishi sits on Razor Ramon. This is what I do. I sit on you. Oh, Kofi trying to Hurricane Rana Rikishi. Having none of that. None of it. Now Rikishi going after Kofi, but Regal, oh, takes the knee out from under Rikishi. Oof, DDT to Van Dam, and then Kofi Kingston drops down with the falling reverse DDT on Razor Ramon. And then goes in and hits Shamrock in the corner, and then Bulldogs out of it. Ramon scoops up Rob Van Dam, but Van Dam drops down and chop blocks him from behind. Whoa, Shamrock launched by Rikishi there. Oof, and then Razor Ramon flattened by a big right hand by Rikishi. Now Regal's got Van Dam up, Van Dam gets down behind, but then gets bulldogged by Kofi for his troubles. Shamrock now trying to hoist Rikishi up and over. Oh, gets him up onto that top turnbuckle. Side slam by Razor Ramon to Regal. Oh, and Rikishi fights out of that predicament in the corner. Now Rikishi going to turn the tables on Shamrock. Oh, Van Dam sent over the top rope onto the apron, but climbs back in before Kofi could capitalise. Rikishi sent over by Shamrock and fights back in, and then Van Dam sent over by Kingston and fights back in as well. Few near eliminations there in quick succession. Now Rikishi trying to eliminate Shamrock in that far corner. Oof, elbow to Van Dam's face in the foreground there. And Shamrock's gone, courtesy of Rikishi. Oof, clothesline to Kofi Kingston by Razor Ramon. And Rikishi quickly eliminates Regal as well. Rikishi on a roll here. Rikishi on a roll. Follow-away slam. Kofi Kingston trying to scramble into the corner and stay seated so he can't just be hoisted over the top rope. Oh, excuse me. Rolling Thunder to Razor Ramon by Rob Van Dam. Whew! I don't know what I'm allergic to. Maybe Rolling Thunder. Whew! Big sneezes. Uh-oh. SOS. I hear them shouting. And Razor Ramon's been hit with the SOS. And then Rikishi gets eliminated after getting 2 quick succession eliminations. Rob Van Dam kicks him out of the match. And now Kofi Kingston going after Van Dam. We're down to 3. Van Dam going for a powerbomb. Kofi punching away at Van Dam. Manages to land on his feet. Oh, sweeps the legs. Double foot stomp by Kingston. Now Razor Ramon trying to get involved as well. They both hop over Van Dam. Oh, neck breaker. No, look at the strength of Razor Ramon. Hits the neck breaker of his own. But now Van Dam has recuperated, gets Razor Ramon, sends him into the corner. Now goes after Kingston. And Kingston fighting Van Dam off as best he can. Sends Van Dam into a different corner, and now going to try and lift him up and over. Oh, yep, up he goes. So we've got, what was it, a 4-time, 4-time and 6-time Intercontinental Champions left in the match. That seems fair when we're trying to establish who's the best Intercontinental Champion. Uh-oh, I know what Razor Ramon's thinking here. Can he hit the Razor's Edge? Yep. Oh, but as soon as he does, Van Dam hits him with that basement drop kick. Fires him off the ropes. Oh, good dodge by Ramon, kicking the back of the knee of Van Dam. Take away Van Dam's legs, you take away so much of his offense. Back body drop by Ramon. Oh, and then just a straight punch into the side of the head, into the temple of Rob Van Dam. But clothesline by Kofi Kingston. With a little extra leap. Trouble in Paradise. I forgot the name for a second. I was going to shout it very enthusiastically, and I just simply could not remember the name. And Scott Hall, oh, clings on. Oh, but Razor Ramon clings on. And Kofi manages to eliminate him. So we're down to Kofi Kingston and Rob Van Dam. Uh-oh. Big splash by Kingston. I thought he was thinking boom drop for a second, but no, he went for the splash instead. Springboard. Drop kick to Van Dam's face. And another Trouble in Paradise. This one for Rob Van Dam. Now can Kingston eliminate Van Dam? Oh, he's out on the apron. What's Kofi got in mind here? Trying to push Van Dam off the apron. Van Dam trying to cling onto that top rope. Oh, shoulder tackle through the ropes by Van Dam. And then slowly climbs back into the ring. Probably still a bit sort of hazy from getting kicked in the face like that. Big clothesline by Kingston. Now going up top. Van Dam slowly staggering to his feet. We don't see Van Dam moving this slowly very often. Kingston's really got him in trouble. That's more like the speed we're used to from Van Dam. Oh, look at these kicks now. Oh, Kingston ducks one though. Van Dam reverses the Irish whip. Kingston clings on. Rob Van Dam thinks he's won. I could have sworn he saw Kingston hold on, but no, Rob Van Dam's celebrating like he thought he'd won, and now Kingston's managed to get himself back into the match. This is great back and forth stuff by these two. Now Kofi sends Van Dam into the corner. Oh, just a kick. Oh, there's an elbow from Van Dam though. Van Dam, oh, springboard out the corner into a moonsault. Lovely stuff. He baited Kingston in good and proper with that, but now Kingston going to drag Van Dam back to the corner where he seemingly feels most comfortable. And he's going to try and eliminate Van Dam, hoist him up onto the top turnbuckle with relative ease. Can he get him? Can he get him? Oh, he flips him. And he's gone. Kofi Kingston picks up the win and is the final participant in the official tournament that will be starting momentarily. So I'll be doing a random drawing for the tournament. And we shall see who's the greatest Intercontinental Champion on the game. Alright, so our first elimination match of the tournament. First round match, well, quarter-final these are. And we're kicking things off with Cody Rhodes, who I wish I'd documented somehow who each person eliminated. I know Cody was in the same match as CM Punk, right? I don't remember who else was in there. But either way, Cody Rhodes earning a rightful place in this tournament, in my opinion, bringing back that beautiful belt. To me, if I had to, like, rattle off 8 Intercontinental Champions, I think for that reason alone, Cody Rhodes would be on my list. So, yeah, I'm glad he's getting to show his skills in singles competition in this tournament. There was a possibility of just doing it as all Battle Royals, but I think there's something a bit more, prestigious about winning a tournament than just a Battle Royal. So, Battle Royal qualifiers to get them out of the way, but now it's tournament time. Let's go. And who will Cody's randomly selected opponent be? Oh! Oh! Oh, I love this matchup. Cody Rhodes and Finn Balor. Yes, please. Current tag team champion, along with JD McDonough. Finn Balor of the Judgment Day. And what a fun match this should be. Like, genuinely, I mean, 2 former Bullet Club members, admittedly, I think at quite different times. But yeah, 2 former Bullet Club members. A version of the current undisputed WWE Universal Champion and the current World Tag Team Champion. First ever Universal Champion. Like, this is great. I can't wait for this. This should be a lot of fun. I'm having to wait and I'm having to filibuster a little bit because Finn Balor's entrance is very slow. When when I don't get to fill the time rattling off title reigns and stuff, because I've already done all that in the Battle Royal phase. Cody versus Finn. Okay. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Some Finn chants there. Oh, Finn sends Cody off. No, drags him back into a kitchen sink to start things off. Knee to the gut. Look at this target in the midsection. Trying to weaken that torso. Ready for the coup de grace. Strategy by Finn Balor. Oh, look at this though. It's breaking down into a fight real quick. Cody dodges the kick by Finn there. And now, oh, scoops him up. Alabama slam. And I think Finn's head caught the bottom turnbuckle on the way down. And now Cody Rhodes going after the legs. Again, focusing around the coup de grace. Finn wants to make it hurt more. Cody wants him to hold back on it because his leg's in pain. And he doesn't want to stomp down. And look at this. He's really going after this leg. Wise strategy by undashing Cody Rhodes. But Finn sends Cody into the corner. Quick combination, rolls him through. Goes for the stomp, and Cody dodges out the way, and then Finn hits him with the forearm smash. Now Balor's got Rhodes up. Snake eyes right on the mask. Oof, which may have offered some protection actually for Cody, that hard mask. And that's how he's able to fight back into this so quickly. Oof. Now Balor fighting away, going after that midsection again of Cody Rhodes. But neither man can really build too much momentum before the other one cuts them off. Snap suplex by Balor. And a snap elbow drop as well. Just a 1 count. Cody not even letting him get a near fall there. Both of these men 2-time Intercontinental Champions. Although Cody Rhodes has held the title for significantly longer than Finn Balor. Well, Cody staggered. What's Finn got lined up here? Shotgun dropkick. Oh my god, the impact with which Cody hit that turnbuckle after getting yeeted into it. Oh, but he counters out of whatever Balor had in mind there. And now again, the fighting back and forth. Cody sent to the outside. No, he holds on the apron and fights off Finn Balor. Climbs back into the ring. And now he's got Balor. Oh, back elbow by Finn. Sling blade rolls through. Basement dropkick to the side of their head. And now Finn going up top. He's a bit far for a coup de grace. He goes for a splash and misses. He's too far for that as well. According to, well, you know, the result. And now look at this, going after that midsection again, just putting all his weight down on the torso, on the stomach of Cody Rhodes. Now going up top. Oh, and was that a knee to the face, to the mask? Trying to shatter that mask. 1, 2. Whoa, Cody kicks out though. It's not over, not over, not over, not over yet. Right hand by Cody. Uh-oh. Crossroads, and now scurries round into the pin. 1, 2. Ooh, Balor kicks out. Cody a little frustrated for a split second, but then realised he just needs to stay on the offense. Greco-Roman throat hold in the corner, getting technical now. Some technical wizardry on display. It's a devastating technical submission hold. Now Balor sent off the ropes. Kitchen sink by Cody. Oh, Finn up quickly though, and then a basement dropkick into the leg. Snap elbow into the lower back. Just anything that's exposed, it seems Finn Balor's going after at this point. Still maintaining most of his offense on the midsection of Cody Rhodes though. And now, yep, once again thinking of that shotgun dropkick, and again he hits it. Now Finn out onto the apron. Going up top. Oh, this leads right in the landing zone for a coup de grace. And he hits it. Could this be Finn Balor going through into the semi-final? It is indeed. Finn Balor eliminates Cody Rhodes and advances to the semi-final. Who will he face? I don't know. It's done on a random draw, so even we can't even judge it as, oh, whoever wins the next match. Nope, won't be done like that. It's going to be drawn every round. Okay, so let's get into the next quarterfinal, shall we? Alright, let's get this next quarterfinal underway. Who's it going to be? Okay. Fellow Judgment Day member of Finn Balor, Carlito. So again, I just want to reiterate, if Carlito wins this match, that does not mean it's going to be Carlito versus Finn Balor in the next round. It means there's a possibility it will be, but once again, the semi-finals will be randomly drawn. So anyone who qualifies from the quarterfinals could take on anyone else. I mean, to be fair, he is Buddy Guy Lito, right? But that guy then, oh wow, you're looking good. That tickled me. Alright, so who's Carlito going to be facing? Oh, okay. The Architect. Seth Rollins. This is a fun match, isn't it? Just looking at it on paper. Seth Rollins has certainly gone on to much bigger things than Carlito, using the IC title as a launch pad. But yeah, so no matter who goes through here, if they get drawn against Finn Balor, that would be quite interesting, because one of Seth Rollins' title wins, Intercontinental title wins, was in a match involving Finn Balor. Also, they have their history over the Universal Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship, so would love to see those two go at it again. Carlito and Finn just being both in the Judgment Day makes that fascinating on its own. So yeah, but Seth is a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, Carlito just the 1. Carlito 90 days, Seth Rollins 190 days, 100 days more combined than Carlito. And of course, like I say, the WWE title, the Universal title, the World Heavyweight title. Really, really has done it all. Money in the Bank. Has Seth won a Royal Rumble? I don't think he has, right? Yeah, something for you to do yet, Seth. But before that, here's something big for you to do. Win this tournament. Be crowned the best Intercontinental Champion on WWE 2K24. Carlito's ready. Seth Rollins is ready. Look at the intensity in that face. Here we go. You tie up, and Carlito... Oh, I thought he was going to send Rollins into the corner, but drags him back into a short arm clothesline, and then hits an elbow drop. Off to a good start is Carlito. Springboard. Well, he was off to a good start. Completely misjudged that one. Knife edge chop. 2 of them, in fact. And a gutbuster by Seth Rollins. Testing those abs early. Kick to the midsection. And a neck breaker. They tie up. Oh, Rollins reverses. Oh, drop kick sends Carlito over the top to the outside. And now Rollins going up top. Referee starts his count. Carlito's getting up to his feet. Oh, he catches Rollins in the crossbody block. Wow, and then slams him down. Body Guy Lito coming through with that incredible physique he has these days. Dragon screw leg whip by Seth, though. And then sends Carlito back into the ring, following shortly after. Carlito back to his feet, though. Oh, misses the clothesline. Salida del Sol by Seth Rollins. Oh, and then goes to the face with the soles of the boot, and then more stomping. Wow, Rollins really taking this fight to Carlito now. Went for the knife edge chop again. Carlito. There we go. He got it that time. The springboard back elbow on target. Very nicely done. Off the ropes. Oh, trying for like a bear hug, it looked like. Rollins, oh, just swiping away with the elbow at the back of Carlito's head. Short arm clothesline. Oh, Rollins going up top. This didn't work out last time. Can't see him because of the ref. Oh my god, a 450 splash. The height he got on that. 1, 2. Whoa, Carlito kicks out. Incredible by Rollins. He was way up there. And now a frog splash, but this time Carlito moves. He saw that one coming. Now stomping away at Seth, just like Rollins stomped away at him earlier. Rollins having to use the ropes to get back to a vertical base, and Carlito's there waiting for him. Hung him up on the ropes. Oh, swinging neck breaker, suplex, thingy-majiggy. Yeah, that's the technical term. Now, looking for some other sort of suplex. Oh, no, Rollins lands on his feet. Oh, backstabber. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Whoa, Rollins denies us 2 Judgment Day members out of the 4 in the semi-finals, at least for now. But there's still time for Carlito. What's he got in mind here? Oh, very nice. Twisting senton off the top, and now hooks the leg. 1, 2. Ooh. Rollins kicks out again, but Carlito coming close a couple of times here. Rollins intercepts though with that elbow from the running axe handle. And then a single leg drop kick to Carlito. Now Seth Rollins, look at this. Removing the turnbuckle pad as Carlito struggles up in the different corner using the ropes as support. Rollins just pushing on the face of Carlito in the corner. Greco-Roman throat hold. We're getting technical again. What was the referee doing to that top rope then? And now, after such a technical submission, Rollins going for the pin. Thought he choked him out for a second then. I was like, that's one way to end the match. But Carlito kicks out at 2. Carlito out and back in. And now, oh, he sends Rollins chest first into the turnbuckle that he himself exposed. That plan has really backfired on Seth Rollins. Now going to try and twist the head. He's trying to pull it off the neck. I mean, that's one way to pin someone. If you remove the head, they're probably not going to kick off. Oh, look at that. Lovely springboard moonsault by Carlito. Hooks the leg. 2. Ooh, Rollins kicks out again. But honestly, Carlito's been closer more often to winning this match than Seth Rollins has, which may surprise many. Drops down. Goes over. Oh, back elbow by Rollins. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh, is it in pedigree? He is, and he hits it. Now, what's Rollins got in mind here? Wanting to move Carlito maybe just a little bit away from the ropes. Uh-oh. I know what Rollins is thinking here. Stomp to Carlito. Puts his head into the mat. Now goes for the pin. Where's the referee? I think the referee's fixing the turnbuckle. That's twice it's backfired on Rollins now. That's crazy. Where's the referee? Oh, he still got him despite all that. That was a you could count to 100 situation there. Seth Rollins advances into the semi-finals to join Finn Balor, but not necessarily to face Finn Balor. Remember that. But now, let's do another quarterfinal, shall we? Alright, quarterfinal 3 of 4. Ooh, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. There's that one ring announcer I like to call him. 2-time Intercontinental Champion. For a grand total of 131 days. Officially recognised. But is he the best Intercontinental Champion on this game? Well, he's hoping to prove that he is. And he's got plenty of history with both men already in the semi-finals. Including having won the Universal Champion in a match involving Seth Rollins. In a match that I believe only really took place because of Finn Balor's injury in his match with Seth Rollins. Like, just looking at that period of time alone. There's lots of history. But there's loads of history. Oh, speaking of history. Oh, okay. Former Bloodline member, current Intercontinental Champion, and very much former thorn in the side of Kevin Owens, Jey Uso. Sami Zayn has forgiven Jey Uso. Cody Rhodes has forgiven Jey Uso. The fans have forgiven Jey Uso. I doubt Kevin Owens has forgiven Jey Uso. He's not as quick to forget these things as many are. So this could be quite the interesting battle. Of course, Jey Uso's Intercontinental Championship not on the line in this tournament, but he'd love to, less than 1 week in, prove himself to be the best Intercontinental Champion on the game. That'd be quite the claim, wouldn't it? Also, if anyone were to beat Jey Uso, if that does happen, feel free to let me know in the comments if you'd like to see them get an actual shot at Jey Uso and the title, because that feels only fair if you beat the champion one-on-one. Like, eliminating him from a battle royal, maybe a little bit sketchy, but you got through the battle royal. Now he has to be pinned or submitted, or disqualified, or counted out, I guess, but most likely pinned or submitted to not win this whole thing. Whoever does that has just done that to the Intercontinental Champion, you know? So, here we go. Clothesline by Owens. Yeah, he ain't forgotten. Look at the urgency with which he started this match, just sprinting at Jey Uso and trying to take his head off. And Jey Uso not been able to get out the blocks yet because Kevin Owens has just been pummeling him. Oh, a stomp on the arm. He sends Jey off the ropes. Oh, Jey blocks the back elbow, and now Jey can finally try to mount some offense. Nice neck breaker there. Snap elbow drop. Oh, went to chop Owens. He rolled away and then hit a big boot, and then runs in with another clothesline. Oh, right into the small of the back with that forearm there, and another one. Oh, but Owens reverses the whip, runs in. Oh, a bit too exuberant that time. Gets the double feet up, does Jey. Right into the mush of Kevin Owens. Oh, but then he's too enthusiastic running in. Neither of these men really strategizing here, just both running full force into each other. Oh, snake eyes to Jey Uso there. And now stomping away. And now just punching the side of his head as well. Now what's Owens got planned for Jey Uso here? Oh, we'll never know, because Uso has other ideas. Now scoops Owens up and drops him throat first across that top rope. Now lifts Owens up. Couple of right hands, spits on the hand. And hits another right. Shout out to The Rock, who incidentally is still in this tournament as well. He's in the final quarterfinal. Elbow to the midsection on the outside now. And then Kevin Owens returns the favour, if one could call it a favour. Scoops Jey up. Oh, drops him round the back and then slams him down. Swings him around the back, could be more accurate than drops him around the back. And then Owens sends Jey Uso back into the ring. He wants to win this thing in the ring. He wants to pin the Intercontinental Champion. Wow, big splash. You see the hang time on that? It was like one of those flying squirrels. Like, he expanded all his limbs and just the air resistance just stopped him landing. Amazing. Oh, stunner. That's it. That's it. Kevin Owens wins. Jey Uso goes out. Oh, Jey kicked out at 2. My goodness. Fight forever is right, but something tells me this one's not going to go that long. These two are going hard and fast, and the candle that burns twice as fast burns half as long. Am I right? They are going all out here, and these sort of matches don't tend to last that long. Spine buster by Jey Uso. Uh-oh. Now he's heading up top. Is he thinking Uso splash? No, he goes for an elbow drop. Curious decision, and then hooks the leg. 1, 2. Owens kicks out. Wonder why he decided not to splash there. Now going after the arm of Kevin Owens. Oh, Owens though, backdrop over the top rope. Jey to the outside. If that had happened in the Battle Royal, Jey wouldn't be here. Oh, that was slingshot body cross body block was fell quite short, didn't it? And Jey Uso's going to capitalize on that, going after the weakened midsection of Owens, who just landed like stomach and chest first on those very thin mats on the outside from quite a height. Those mats don't really provide much landing comfort. Like, really. Oh, into the ring post goes Jey Uso. That hasn't got any padding on it, though. Back elbow by Jey. Oh, and now he sends Owens into the ring post. The referee's counts up to 6. And neither man wants to win this by count out. Both men firm fan favourites at this point and want to prove that they're the better man. There's the splash. He decides to go for it this time and hooks the leg. 1, 2. Owens kicks out. Each man has kicked out of the other one's best shot. Now what? Oh, blocks the right hand. Hits one of his own. And another one. Jey dodges. Kicks to the back of the leg. Into the corner goes Owens. Now Jey lifts him up. He's got something big planned here. Maybe he's... Oh, don't try and superplex this man. You can't superplex Kevin Owens. Everyone knows that. Is he gonna? He does! Oh my god, he hits the superplex on Kevin Owens. That's a very rare sight. Now Owens has had to roll to the outside, and Jey Uso giving him no time to recover. Big dive to the outside. Well, Owens, speaking of recovering, look at this. Mounting a comeback. Kind of a bit of a blue thunder bomb there. Shout out to Sammy, I guess. Oh, now going after the hand of Jey Uso. Stomping away on it. Mercilessly. This is the type of ruthlessness he needed to exhibit against Cody Rhodes in a recent WWE Championship match. Referee's count up to 7. Owens just going to sit there. He's going to take the count out, I think. Anything to advance, but no. Jey Uso back in at 8. Short arm shoulder tackle by Owens. Oh, and then just clubs him back down as soon as he starts stirring even slightly. Here, let me help you up, buddy. Bam! No, sit down. Uh-oh. Surely Jey can't kick out of a second stunner. That's got to be it. Owens has pinned the current Intercontinental Champion. 2. He does. My goodness. One more time, the fans chant. And it may take one more. I don't know. It may take more than one more. It may take something real special from Kevin Owens to put Jey Uso away. He's, Oh, we've not seen that from Owens in ages. But he misses. Jey Uso got out the way. Uh-oh. Owens has had enough now. I think he was thinking package pile driver. Speaking of doing something special, but Jey Uso fought out of it and countered with a clothesline in the end. Sends Owens off the ropes. Drops down underneath. Over the top. Samoan drop. Stomps on the back of the arm. Jey Uso building up a head of steam here. Uh-oh. Spine buster. And now Jey heading up top one more time. Is he thinking Uso splash? He does, and he hits it again. Has he got the win here? 2. And he does. Jey Uso picks up a very, very hard-fought victory. over Kevin Owens to advance. Very impressive from the current Intercontinental Champion. And he goes into the semi-finals along with Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and one other competitor. Let's find out who. Alright, final quarter-final.
It's a new day, yes it is.
It's a new day, yes it is. Here comes Kofi Kingston. 4-time Intercontinental Champion. Compared with 2 times for his opponent. But his opponent arguably has gone on to do more in the main event scene than Kofi Kingston. But this is all about who's the better Intercontinental Champion. And the way to find that out, really, is how we're doing it now. To have them fight. So we're having these 2 fight. This is the final quarter-final. Then I will draw random semi-finals, which will feature Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and either Kofi Kingston or his opponent. If you're keeping track of what's been going on, you'll already know who his opponent is. If not, you're about to find out. Yep. It's The Rock. Blood relation of Jey Uso. Never in the bloodline together, but both former members of the bloodline. Rock arguably still a member. I don't know. We don't know where he stands on this. But he sure as hell wants to win this tournament and be crowned the greatest Intercontinental Champion on this game. And he may, at some point, have to go through Jey Uso to be able to say he can do that. But first, you gotta take these things one step at a time. You can't be looking past your current opponent, Kofi Kingston, former WWE Champion, former 4-time Intercontinental Champion, 150 million time Tag Team Champion. Like, Rock's got to take this seriously, and of course Kofi's going to take this seriously. Like, I don't need to explain why you take The Rock seriously. Multiple-time world champion in WWE. The final boss is Kofi Kingston's quarter-final boss. Here we go. They meet in the middle of the ring. Rock grabs Kofi before he can start to use his speed against The Rock. I mean, Rock's no slouch in the speed department, but Kofi's definitely got him beat there. But Rock definitely has the size and strength advantage. Oh, but saying that, Kofi's just managed to use some strength there to take The Rock down using his leg. Oh, and there's the speed. Hurricane Rana, very nice. And drops the elbow. Oh, but Rock using his own speed to get out of the way of that stomp and then hits a clothesline follow-up. Oh, reversed. Bulldog out the corner after the clothesline. Nice combination by Kofi Kingston. Going after the legs? No, the strong legs of The Rock kicks him away. Now hooks him for a suplex. Nice vertical suplex. Textbook. Stomp on the back. Goes after the arm. And now just stomping away on Kofi. Now where's The Rock going? Out the opposite side of the ring. And then Kofi rolls out for a little bit of a breather. Rock runs all the way around. Just to grab Kofi. Uh-oh. Oh! Drops him face first on that Videotron thing. On the... whatever they call that. That apron. That's a solid, like, video wall. And then there's the spit on the hand and punch that The Rock does, that Jey Uso just referenced in the last match. Kofi Kingston fighting back. Sends The Rock back into the ring. Now Kofi going up top, wanting to use that speed. Oh, big splash. No, Rock out the way, and a big boot to Kofi as he was trying to get back up quickly. And now Rock again just stomping away mercilessly at Kofi Kingston. Sweeps the legs. Uh-oh, thinking sharpshooter here. He's got it. He's turned it. Can Kofi reach the ropes? Oh, Rock decides to let go. I wonder what motivated that decision. Oh, gonna do more damage to the leg this way instead. Maybe mixing it up. Maybe he's been watching some Zack Sabre Jr. never hold the same hold for more than 6 seconds. Oh, Kofi sent to the outside on the apron, but manages to knee his way back into the ring. Oh, but straight back into the grasp of the Great One. But Kofi going to break free from that grasp with elbows to the midsection. Rocky chance. Kofi's not used to going against the audience very much. Oh, splash by Kofi. Usually he's fully got the audience on his side. Another splash. And the fans still love Kofi, but they find it hard not to cheer for The Rock. It's The Rock at the end of the day. Now what's Kingston got in mind for The Rock? Whoop. Ducks under the kick and sweeps the leg. Nice counter by The Rock. Uh-oh. Is he maybe thinking rock bottom there? I don't know. Oh, trouble in paradise. Now going for the pin. This would be an upset any way you look at it. Referee's smacking The Rock in the face. How very rude. But he still manages to kick out despite that double team. Off the ropes. New Day indeed. Boom drop by Kofi Kingston. Now The Rock's really in trouble here. Kingston waiting for him to struggle to his feet. Another trouble in paradise. That's got to be it. Big win for Kofi Kingston. One of the biggest of his entire career. No! Rock kicks out at 2 again. Now Kofi going up top. He's going to bust out some big guns here to put the People's Champ away. Maybe the People's Champ, but is he the IC Champ of the game? Cross body block. Now Kofi going up to a different corner. Oh, he went for the big splash. Rock moved out the way. Big boot to the face. Stomp on the ankle. Ooh, nasty. That'll slow you down. 265 pounds of The Rock stomping on your ankle. And now look at this, choking him in the corner with the shin bone. Now Rock. Rock's going up top. We don't see this a lot from The Rock. What's he got in mind here? Waiting for Kingston to slowly get up to his feet. Cross body lock. Kingston caught The Rock. My God, what is your workout regimen, Kofi? Good grief. He's doing strength training with Big E. Oh, basement dropkick to the side of that head. This has been an impressive performance by Kofi. But can he actually put this away? Can he actually defeat The Rock? Rock stumbling to his feet on the outside. Trust fall! Shouldn't have trusted The Rock. That's what Cody Rhodes learned earlier this year, and Kofi just learned it the hard way then as well. Vertical suplex by The Rock. Oh, tried to send him into the ringside barricade, but Kofi managed to avoid contact. Rock climbs back into the ring. Kofi follows him straight back in. Rock wanted to do a little bit of a stare down. Kofi's like, nope. I'm going straight into battle here. Arm drag. Off the ropes. Splash. Kofi's had the upper hand in a lot of this match, to be perfectly honest. Oh, he went for one too many splashes, though. The fourth one, I think it was, that The Rock finally moves out the way of. Now Rock hoists Kofi up like he weighs nothing. Slams him into the corner and flings him across the ring, and now goes to the pin. 1, 2... Oh, Kofi kicks out at 2. Rock can't believe it. He should do. He's been shown firsthand how tough Kofi Kingston can be. How much of a fight he can put up. DDT. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's noticed that Kofi's in a good position. Here comes the elbow pad. Into the audience that goes. Off the ropes. Off the opposite ropes. And People's Elbow. The most electrifying move in sports entertainment. 2. Kingston kicked out, and now The Rock really can't believe it. Now The Rock really can't believe it. Kofi gets out of range of that kick, at that punch, and then hits a kick, a drop kick, a springboard one of his own. Oh, and now the elbow pad's been removed. He stomps on the back of the elbow. Less support there now. Goes back to that splash. Now Rock really struggling. Oh, and he's going to be struggling more after getting kicked in the mush there. DDT. Kingston off the ropes. New Day. Oh, Rock moves out the way of the boom drop. That'll compact your spine, landing like that without the cushion of hitting your opponent on the way down. Now Kofi off the ropes, ducked underneath as The Rock goes over the top. Oh, overhead belly to belly. Very impressive by the Great One. And drags Kofi away from the ropes. Gonna help him up to his feet. How generous of him. Sends him off the ropes. Spine buster. Uh-oh. We're thinking another people's elbow. Takes off the left elbow pad now. Throws that one into the entranceway. Maybe he managed to get into the audience. Off the ropes. He's gonna hit it lefty. Boom. Is 2 enough? 1, 2, 3. The Rock got him, but Kofi Kingston certainly earned The Rock's respect in that match. That was a lot closer than The Rock probably expected. Anyway, our semi-final lineup is cemented, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? All right, semi-final number 1. Seth Rollins gonna come out first. But who's he drawn up against? He's had history with Jey Uso taking on the Bloodline. He's had history with The Rock during the build-up to this year's WrestleMania. And he's had history with Finn Balor over the Universal and Intercontinental and World Heavyweight Championships. So, doesn't really matter who he's got here. It's going to be a hell of a banger. It's going to be a tough route to the final for any of these 4 men. Everyone's going to have to bring their A-game now. But who's Seth Rollins having to bring his A-game against? I guess we will find out in short order once Seth Rollins gets into the ring. Oh. Someone's into the current laughing Seth Rollins. By the sounds of that. But that ain't who's here. This ain't Seth freaking Rollins. This is the Seth Rollins who won the Intercontinental title. This is the Seth Rollins who cashed in Money in the Bank at WrestleMania. And WrestleMania 31. This is that Seth Rollins. Now it's up for debate, and maybe I'll do a video on it, which Seth Rollins is better. But yeah, that's who stands in the ring right now. Hits the ropes. He's ready. Let's get his opponent out here. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Oh! Rematch of SummerSlam and so many other occasions over Universal Championships, World Heavyweight Championships, Intercontinental Championships. Probably other times they've collided that I've not even thought of. This should be fun. And you know what this also means? It means the other semi-final is a family affair. Jey Uso and The Rock in the other semi-final. This gonna be good. So, Finn Balor was in that triple threat at WrestleMania 34 where I watched Seth Rollins win the Intercontinental title from The Miz. But this is a very different Finn Balor. And current day Seth Rollins is familiar with this Finn Balor. But Seth Rollins from 2015, which is where this character model's from, isn't familiar with this Finn Balor. This Finn Balor is familiar with that Seth Rollins, though. He's faced that version of Seth Rollins in the past. So does that give the edge to Finn Balor? I guess we'll find out, right? Finn gonna take his sweet time, as always. Methodical. slow, calculating, getting to the ring. And he looks ready. He looks confident. He beat Seth for the Universal title. He had to relinquish the title because of injury, but he beat him. Can he do it again? Can he do it again and go to the final of this video? Let's find out. Both men are in the ring and ready. Fans are chanting for Finn. It sounds like. That's not what I expected to hear. Oh, into the corner, and Finn runs in. Knife edge chop. Off the ropes. Basement drop kick to the side of their head. Stomps on the face of Rollins. Oh, went for the basement drop kick again, but this time Rollins dodges out the way. Finn's tweaked his back. Oh, and there's a basement drop kick to the side of Finn's head. Anything you can do. And going after the back again. Look at this. Really targeting the back. Oh, standing shooting star press. Very impressive by Rollins. Goes for another one, but Finn gets the knees up. Oh, and maybe tweaked his knee there on that counter. Guess we'll watch that and see if it develops. Big right by Finn. Knocks Seth down and goes after the arm. Now Balor going to drag Rollins over towards the ropes. What's he got in mind here? Kicks in the back of the leg twice. Knife edge chop. Uh-oh, now going after the knee. Seth Rollins had a bit of a history with knee injuries. Finn going to try and exploit that. Snapmare takeover. Kick to the back. Now Greco-Roman throat hold. Getting technical in the semi-finals. Love to see it. Right hand, left hand, another right. Oh, discus lariat. Great combination by Finn Balor. Now look at this. Just stomping on the midsection of Seth Rollins. Pushing down with all his weight. Now up to the top. Oh, drops the knee to the face. And now hooking the leg. Going for an early pin. Easy route to the final. 2. No, you ain't getting an easy route. Not in this video. Ain't no one getting an easy route to the final. Like, everyone in this is a very credible threat. What I meant was he's trying to make light work of Seth Rollins so he doesn't take too much damage in this one. But he's just taking a neck breaker, which can't feel good. A vertical suplex with a delay. No, Finn's going to drop down behind. Oh, and he goes to the knee again. Now into the corner goes Rollins. Back elbow out of the corner, though. He's going to switch places with Finn. And switch again. Oh, drops him onto that middle turnbuckle. Face first. Kind of like a flatliner. Straight right. Just straight up punch the man in the face. Kick to the midsection by Finn. Blocked by Seth. Kick to the midsection. What's he got in mind here? DDT. Balor scurries under the bottom rope so Seth can't attempt a pinfall there. Probably for the best. Now Rollins out onto the apron with him, knocks him off the apron. Oh, and then tried to senton off the apron, but Finn Balor got out the way. Probably for the best that he did for his own safety. This one's really broken down. Now drops the snap elbow, stomp, knife edge chop. Oh, look at that. Beautiful counter and kind of a judo style throw by Seth Rollins. Adding strings to his bow, as it were. Nice shooting star press, standing shooting star press, and stomping away on Finn. Shouldn't take away from the fact that it's a standing shooting star press. Oh my god, he's going to go for a pedigree on the outside, and he hits it! Finn Balor in all kinds of trouble now. But nope, no he's not. He's actually back up and hits a forearm. That's incredible toughness by the Prince. Rollins reverses, sends Finn into the barricade. Referee's count is up to 7 here. Rollins going to break the count, or is he just going to take the count out? Maybe he's going to take the count out. 8. I think he was going to take it, but Finn's managed to get back in. Uh-oh. But maybe he was baiting Finn in, because that is a curb stomp, and that's how he got into the semi-final. 1, 2. Whoa, Balor kicks out. Impressive toughness by Finn Balor. And now he sweeps the leg and goes back to the knee. Dragon screw leg whip. The fans want this one to go forever. I don't. I want this video to be a manageable length, please. Look at this neck crank on Seth Rollins. Going after the arms. Basically anything that's available, it seems to be, that Finn Balor will go after here. But he has been focusing particularly on the knees of Seth Rollins. World's Strongest Slam type moves there. Now going for the pin. Shout out Mark Henry. 1. Oh, just a 1 count. So what happens when you do a World's Strongest Slam and you're not the World's Strongest Man? Like, Finn Balor's a strong man, but he's not the World's Strongest Man. That's Mark Henry. And you only get a 1 count. Stomping away is Seth Rollins there on Finn Balor. Finn struggling to get up, using the ropes in the corner. Oh, now look at this. Rollins got a hammerlock, but tied around the top rope. It's going to put a lot of strain. And now getting technical in the corner. Greco-Roman throat hold. And he releases because he was in the ropes, to be fair. It's the only thing that was illegal about that. Technical submission, of course. Now Seth working the arms of Finn. Look at this, stomping on the hand. Going back to it. Finn tried to drag the hand away, and Seth's like, nope, nope, put that back there so I can stomp on it some more. No, not again. Finn's really trying to grab his own arm, hold it into his chest. That's 9 stomps on the hand in a row by Seth Rollins. That hand's going to be done for. Uh-oh. Phoenix Splash by Rollins, busting out all the chops to try and put away Finn Balor. 1. Is his foot under the ropes? It doesn't matter. He kicked out at 2 anyway. But that could have been controversial right there. Referee paying attention to the shoulders, not the feet. Now Seth going back up top. Now what's he going to do? Frog Splash. No, Balor out of the way. And a kick to the small of the back of Rollins. And now Balor's going to go up top. And I think we might know what he's got in mind here. Coup de grace into the stomach of Seth Rollins. Now goes to the pin. 1, 2. Rollins kicks out. Finn's kicked out of the curb stomp. Seth kicked out of the coup de grace. Who will win this? Now going back to that neck crank. Figures it, if in doubt, pull his head off. Goes after the arm now. Oh, big right. Oh, back elbow by Seth as Finn tried to follow it up though. Uh-oh. Kick to the midsection, off the ropes. Stomp again. Surely that's it. Can't kick out of a second stomp, surely. 1, 2, 3. I was right. You can't. Kudos to Finn Balor for even kicking out a 1. It's a brutal finisher. Anyway, let's get the other semi-final on the underway. Not on the line. Nothing's on the line. The Intercontinental title is not on the line. I must hasten to add that. Let's go. All right. So, who's going to take on Seth Rollins in the final? Will it be the current Intercontinental Champion, Jey Uso? Main event, Jey Uso has to live up to that name by getting to the main event of this video. But to do that, he's got the biggest challenge. Let's be honest. Like, Jey Uso is a credible threat to anyone in this video, and to everyone in this video, and to winning the entire thing. But if I were to announce there was an underdog in the semi-final, if I were to declare that, I would say it's Jey Uso. But he's the current Intercontinental Champion. He's on a roll. He can do this. And he certainly looks confident enough. He looks pumped. Getting the crowd on side with his very catching entrance that some of them are certainly into and some of them just aren't moving at all. But some of them are Jey Uso fans, so that's good. So yeah, the winner of this match will take on Seth Rollins in the final to be crowned the best Intercontinental Champion on this game. Because Jey Uso's still in this, I can't even announce it as the best former Intercontinental Champion. Because Jey Uso isn't a former Intercontinental Champion. He is the current and only the current Intercontinental Champion. It's his first reign. Anyway, The Rock We all know the accolades by this point. We all know the family tree. Unless you've started watching since WrestleMania, you know the family tree. The Rock showed it to us. Oh, certainly a version of it. But who will sit at the head of the table the next time these two get together for a family meal? But more importantly than that, who's the best Intercontinental Champion on this game? Is it one of these two? Or is it Seth Rollins? We're about to find out in the next, I don't know, probably about 20 minutes? Maybe half an hour? I don't know how long these matches have been going. I've not been tracking stuff like that, to be perfectly honest. The Rock in the ring. Jey Uso at ringside. These men are ready. The referee's ready. Let's do this. Let's get this show on the road. Big Rocky chants filling the arena. Jey Uso's gotten so far on the strength of having the full support of the fans. As a single star, he's always had their support. Can he either turn the fans onto his side, or can he perform as a single star when the fans are supporting his opponent? Dragon Screw leg whip by The Rock. Now they tie up. Jey Uso gonna drag The Rock all the way across the ring. Big right hand. Oh, now working the arm, wrapping it around the rope, which rope is a misnomer. They're more like cables. Very, very tough at the ropes. When you're not used to running the ropes, they leave like marks on your back. Just from rebounding off them once. Clothesline by Uso. Stomp to the face of The Rock, the people's face, and a knee to the people's face as well. Oh, Rock rolled to the outside, and Jey Uso says, no rest for you, good sir. Suicide dive to the outside now. And now trying to twist the head of The Rock off the shoulders. Maybe he'll give the people's head to the people. Rock kicks him off, and they tie up, and then sends Jey Uso across to the far corner, and climbs back in the ring. We don't want to be risking a double count out here. I don't even know what I would do in that instance. Maybe restart the match? I don't know. Maybe just give it to Seth Rollins. Give him a bye in the final. What would you do in that situation? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully I don't have to encounter that now that I've said it. Off the ropes. Ducks underneath. Oh, hits the ropes, turns around. Jey Uso, big lariat. Jey Uso didn't know if he was coming or going for a second there. But The Rock really taking it to Jey now, going after the arm. Now ground and pound. Jey Uso in a spot of bother, to be perfectly honest. Oof, big right. Another one, and another one. Here's how you do it, kid. There's that spit punch. Jey didn't go down, though. He just stumbled back and caught himself on the ropes. Oh, and speaking of caught on the ropes, there's a big suplex. And drops him onto the top rope, followed up with a big clothesline. Jey Uso recovering on the apron. Rock giving him absolutely no respite. Is it respite or is it respite? I don't know. I feel like I've heard both. Anyway, on the outside, Jey Uso gains control, drops The Rock face first across the apron. Oh, just full on hoofs him. And then sends him into the ring post. DDT on the outside. Jey's really taking the fight to The Rock now. To Uncle Dwayne. I don't know what relation he actually technically is. I know, well, I said before in the video, blood relation. I don't think they actually are. It's like the family tree's bonded through a blood bond, which isn't the same. But, you know, they, for all intents and purposes, for storyline purposes, they are family at this point. Oh, big spine on the pine. And goes for the pin. One. Oh, The Rock letting Jey know. Didn't take more than that. That was a 1 count, sir. And Jay happy to oblige with dishing out more. Going after the leg now. Stomps on the ankle and now trying to hyperextend the knee. Using all his body weight to put strain on the knee. Oh, Rock ran in. Super kick to the midsection and then big uppercut by Jey Uso. Oh, swing and a miss with the super kick though. Sends Rock into the corner. Runs in. Splash in the corner. Rolls him through. Stomp. Stomp on the arm. Now what's Jay got in mind here? Changed his mind about that far right corner. Oh, and probably for the best. That was a lot easier from the near right corner. And that's a big splash. 2. Oh, we almost had the Rock there, but the Rock kicks out. Now slamming the arm down. Kick to the small of the back as well there by Jay. Oh, he went for that super kick. Rock dodged it. Big right hands. Oh, and that one. That was a closed fist and it dropped Jey Uso big time. Off the ropes. I don't know what the Rock was thinking. Maybe like some sort of scoop slam, but Uso fought out of it. Now Rock fights out of Jay's grip. Back and forth they go. Oof. That right. Oh, look at this. They're slugging it out in the middle of the ring. Jay blocks the Rock's attack. That's 3 in a row he's hit now. Oh, knife edge chop by the Rock. And now blocks Jay's. And look at this. Follows it up. Oh, they're going back and forth. Who will back down first or who will drop first? Oh! Big right by the Rock. And now look at this. They're both just clubbing blows to each other. This is a hockey fight. They've both got a grip on each other and they're just punching each other. Oh, but Jay got the better of it. Now Rock goes behind. Big right to the back. Uh-oh. Scoop? No. Thinking of a scoop slam again, I think. Jay blocks it with the knee. Spear! Is that enough to put away the Rock? 1, 2, 3. It is! Jey Uso advances to the final in what has to be considered a little bit of an upset. But what a great performance by main event Jey Uso. And now just one match stands between the current Intercontinental Champion and being crowned the best Intercontinental Champion on WWE 2K24. Let's get into that final, shall we? Here we go. It's time for the final. Jey Uso coming out first. The current, reigning, not defending Intercontinental Champion. Main event Jey Uso makes it to the final of my video about who's the best Intercontinental Champion on the game. Had I recorded this a week earlier, Jey Uso wouldn't have even been in this video. And now, here he is in the final, having overcome a Battle Royal. And The Rock. I mean, like, come on. What do we need to know about whether or not Jey Uso deserves this? Also, beating Kevin Owens, former Universal Champion. Multiple-time Intercontinental Champion. Kevin Owens. Like, I don't know what you want, like, from Jey Uso to prove he deserves to be in the conversation. To be honest, I think he already has proven it. He already is in the conversation thanks to this performance. But will he be the full stop on the conversation? The final argument is about to be made for who is the best. Jey Uso is pumped. He's on a roll. He wins the Intercontinental title. He wins the Battle Royal. He beats Kevin Owens. He beats The Rock. Like, how do you stop momentum like that? I mean, ask this man. He's the architect for a reason. He's got to have a plan, right? He's got to have a plan. Can he pull it off? This man always has a plan. Here he is. Seth Rollins. Is pretty pumped. Pretty pumped. Fans are very much in Jey Uso's corner, booing Seth as he comes to the ring. This incarnation of Seth wasn't always the most popular, like he is now. Very much capable of getting on the fans' bad side is Seth Rollins. And so is Jey Uso, but as a single star, he's always had the fans on his side. Whether it was in the early days fighting Roman Reigns over perceived disrespect, to fighting Roman Reigns again once he broke free of the bloodline, to moving over to Monday Night Raw, battling Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title, taking on Braun Breaker for the IC title in a match that I think many people did not expect him to win, and he did. But who's going to win this one? You know as much as I do. Let's find out. Let's find out together. Jey runs in fast. Seth sidesteps. Jey scoops up Seth. Drops down behind. Reverse DDT. Good start for Rollins. Gets the first major shot in. Stomp on the face. Right on the nose. And then drives the nose into the mat by dropping a knee on the back of the head. Look at this. Seth Rollins not wrestling here. Fighting Jey Uso. And then sidesteps again. I mean, I say he's not wrestling, but his footwork is impeccable. Oh, but good counter by Jey Uso there into the short arm clothesline. Scoop and a slam by Jey Uso. Snap elbow drop. And Seth rolls to the outside to quickly recover. Comes back into the waiting arms of Jey Uso, who sends him off into the corner. Overhand right, and another one, and another one, and another one. He's just pummeling Seth Rollins in the corner. And now look at this, stomping away at Seth once he dropped down into the seated position. Jey Uso really going for this, and now goes for the pin. One. Just a one count. It's going to take more than that, but he's just letting Seth Rollins know his intention to win. Right, that's what he's here for. He's here to win. He's letting Seth know that. He scoops up Seth Rollins, drops him throat first across that top rope. Oh, jawbreaker by Seth though. And a very nice drop kick to follow it up. Now slams Jey down to the mat by his hair. And now Seth goes for a pin. And he gets a 2 count. But again, just letting Jey know, I'm here to win too. Oh, and it sounds like an asinine statement to say I'm here to win, but some people get embroiled in personal feuds and forget that wrestling's about wins and losses sometimes and are too focused on hurting the opponent and getting revenge. These two, they know what's on the line. They're here to win this match and become the greatest Intercontinental Champion on WWE 2K24. Now Rollins, up to the top. Uh-oh. Phoenix Splash maybe, and he hits it. Doesn't go for the pin immediately, though. Why not, is my question. Wants to do more damage. Doesn't think he's done enough to put away Jey Uso just yet, it would seem. Now, vertical suplex. Uh-oh. Put a delay in there, and Jey Uso managed to sneak out the back. Lands on his feet. Slams Seth face first into the turnbuckle. Stomping away in the corner. Oh, Seth, though, catches the foot. Manages to kick Jey in the back to get out of that predicament. Kick to the midsection. Uh-oh. Think I know what's coming here. Pedigree. Both men down, but Seth back up. Now Jey up to his feet quickly. Kick to the midsection. What's he got in mind here? Neckbreaker? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Scoops him up. Nope. Seth Rollins down behind. Just like the start of the match. Reverse DDT by Seth. Learned that one in his battles with Sting, I reckon. But Jey sends Seth into the corner. Seth fights out of the corner though. Blocks the right hand. Fires one of his own. Jimmy. Why do I keep going for Jimmy? I'd not said that all video. Jey catches the kick and takes Seth down. Now punching him right in the face. Elbow to the top of the head. Kick to the small of the back. And another one. Jey really taking this fight to Seth Rollins now at this point. Oh. Yeah, shout out to The Rock, who he just beat in the semi-final. Off the ropes. Seth jumps over. Oh, rolls him through. Oh, kick to the chest. Roundhouse kick right into the chest. Goes for the pin. Forearm to the face. Extra discomfort for Jay. Still kicks out, of course. Seth getting frustrated. I didn't think he expected a pin there, but maybe he did. Maybe he thought he caught Jay in the face, but it was clear as day he got him in the chest. Spear! Speaking of getting someone in the chest. Is this enough? 1, 2. Oh, Rollins kicks out. That's how Jay beat The Rock, but not how he beat Seth Rollins, at least not yet. Fans want this match to be simulated on AEW Fight Forever by the sounds of it. Can't believe it's taken me this long to make that joke. Now what's... Oh, Jay going up top. Maybe I should do a Best Intercontinental Champion on AEW Fight Forever. There's a few. I don't know how many, but there's a few. Oh, diving forearm smash off the top. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that video. Meanwhile, Jey Uso helping Seth Rollins back up to his feet. How very generous of him. Belly to back. Neck breaker. Nice combination there. Off the ropes. Oh, he went for the spear again. This time Seth dodged it. And slaps Jey Uso. The disrespect. And Jay's not going to stand for that. Getting back to his feet. Punch in the midsection. Knife edge shot. Look at this. It's fired up Jey Uso. Back into the corner goes Rollins. Uso quickly up onto the middle rope. Sunset flip. Hooks the legs over the shoulders. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Oh, I thought Jey Uso had lost his temper, but no. He gained extra motivation. And Jey Uso, the current Intercontinental Champion, is the best Intercontinental Champion on the entire game of WWE 2K24. That's conclusive. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see on the channel and what you think, who you think is the best Intercontinental Champion on the game. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're new here and share with your friends if you think they would enjoy. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibeza. You've been amazing, and I will see you next time.